Right.
Ready.
Like he's got a channel to run or something.
Ready.
I'm gonna do what? What do you think I'm gonna do to you?
Ready one.
Maybe I should go to the toilet before this.
No, you can't. You're
Tom
already
needs to go to
live,
the
Tom.
toilet.
Are we already live? Or we just got
Toilet
live?
Tom.
You're
Toilet
already
Tom.
live, Tom. Toilet Tom. Toilet loser Tom.
No toilet for you.
Piss in your own
Copulate.
time.
Stop drinking.
Yeah.
Stop consuming.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I've got a drink there, and you see me. I don't even know I'm doing it 90% of the time.
You've got a drink problem, essentially, is what you're
I do
saying.
have a drink problem. The
No,
problem
he's
is that
very
it's
good
just
at it.
water.
Could get wasted real easy if we just kept supplying you with beverages.
Yeah, I only ever drink tea and water. That's my entire
Oh,
thing. Yeah,
Settle down.
I know, right?
Why
I know,
he's a
right?
fucking serial killer.
God, you're out of control, Tom.
I just need to calm down a bit. I think I
He's
just
got
need
a
to calm
load
down.
of flakes. He's off his tits. He's hydrated to absolute shit.
He's all jacked up on
Look at
hot
him, he's just like-
cereal.
Fucking hell.
He's dancing with Tony the Tiger.
Guys,
He's buzzing on microwave
my skin
cheeseburgers.
squishes.
Are we all done taking the piss?
No.
No, we're just getting started, actually.
That's why we're here.
Give you 5 minutes break and then we'll start again.
Yeah.
Ramping
yeah.
up.
See, I
Ramping
took
up.
a drink and I didn't even realize I took a drink. Okay.
look, Tom, you're gonna
Moving on.
hydrate so you don't dehydrate, and I applaud the good work you're doing. on
Thank
that
you,
front.
Lindy.
Is
Thank
this
you.
like
You're
a
my favorite
rosebud
Lindy.
situation where we're just like, drink? And then we can make that's it. Okay, rest of the cast. Tom, stop listening. If you can all like try and encourage him to drink, and we'll see if anyone can find like a trigger word or an action, like, and then see if he drinks. All right?
Manchurian candidate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Tom, you can listen now. You stupid fuck.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Right. Pendragon, we're here, and we need to introduce all our characters. That's what we need to do. So, Jay, would you like to go first?
I always
Or
do,
not.
especially in the bedroom.
Ooh, ba-dum-bum.
Can confirm.
It's not funny. It's true. Okay, don't laugh at that. It's wow. Okay.
It's not a joke.
Yeah. God, we've been in therapy for years about this. Okay.
It's not working, is it?
No, it's not. If anything, I'm quicker now.
I know
Got
what
personal
you're
best to be.
super efficient.
Nice, I'm a therapist.
Breaking the Olympic record.
Sorry, I took an antihistamine and I'm a bit all over the place. Hard stuff.
Don't give one to Tom.
The least rock
Jeez,
and
the
roll.
hard
thing.
drugs.
I'm off
Stop
my
it.
tits on water. He's off his tits on antihistamine.
I'm
Jeez.
on a prescription
Someone get
antidepressant
TOS.
us there
now.
with this pie.
Yeah.
This
We're
thing
really,
up.
Yeah.
really rubbing up against those terms of service.
I snorted some first defense today, so it's a little crazy over here. Yeah. I play Barnabas, an old monk who has less problems in his life than I do. Fewer problems. Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. I play Barnabas. I'm a bit drunk all the time, but I'm the hero of the piece. And I'm sort of the group's sort of North Star, you know, guiding them through the darkness.
Definitely,
Indeed.
we
To a
definitely
pub.
follow you.
Yes, to a pub.
Yeah, always taboos.
It's weird how the North Star is always directly above an inn.
Yes, it's
As the
funny.
Bible
The North
told
Star
us.
is the name of the pub.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's good.
Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah. I'll have to add that. I'll have to add that to the notes. There will be a pub called the North Star.
We won't survive that long.
No, you won't. You won't. Speaking of surviving that long, Doc, do you think your characters can survive much longer?
Oh yeah, Asbjorn can never die.
Cool. Good to know.
So, no, I don't know. But I'm Doc, and I play Asbjorn, the Viking battle monk who has fewer problems than I do in real life. So
There's a running
we have
theme
that in
here.
common. Yeah.
It's either I need to add more problems to your characters, or you all need to seek help.
Ooh.
It's
Yes,
you know,
I
Why
am
not
getting
both?
help. Yeah. Yeah, I'll give you my therapist's number. You and she can work.
Do we need to be sponsored by BetterHelp.com?
Oh god.
Yeah, maybe we can
What's your
just
deal
get
needed?
sponsored by Big Pharma or something like that.
Yeah, big farmer. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
a massive
I will sell it.
farmer.
Jay.
Not
It's an
farmer,
antihistamine company.
pharma, like pharmaceutical.
Pharmaceutical.
Were you saying farmer or farmer.
Big
Like
farmer.
green giant sweet corn. That's it.
Gonna go feed the pigs.
Oh god. So yeah, we will sell out. Jay, you're willing to sell out, right?
Oh, any second. Just tell me the figure and we're
Yeah,
gone.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. Millie, why
Hi.
don't you tell us about your character?
My character is Lady Alice Hornwright, who's very, very pretty and has nothing going on upstairs. In fact, if you pointed her to upstairs, I'm fairly sure she couldn't find it. That's pretty much it. I'm a hindrance to this group. I do nothing useful, and it's been excellent in teaching me to stop worrying so much. That's it.
What we're here for. That's what we're here for. Susie, talking about worrying too much.
Yeah, Sana has about 6 stomach ulcers, I would probably say, because of just the course of everything that's happened in her life. She
One
actually
for
has more
every party
problems.
member.
Yeah, she has more problems than I do. So really, this is just an exercise in stress management for me when I come here on a Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. And your character?
Oh yeah. She's a knight, kind of, probably.
Maybe.
Don't look too close. She's married to a baker in the middle of nowhere, and it's shit.
Speaking of
She's in
said
the woods.
baker,
Hello,
there
that's
she
me,
is.
Lindy, Love Lindy, and I'll be playing Aethelfrith, the Bikester, wife of Susanna, and wielder of an indestructible rolling pin. If I die, it'll be because the party plays Operation on me again, and not from anything terrible, probably. That'll probably be how it goes. So, here's hoping that me and my wife live to a Pendragon another day, and stop more seals from being clubbed.
We do not club seals. Pendragon would like to say we do not club seals in this thing.
We're stopping them from being
You're
clubbed.
stopping them. You're
We're
stopping them.
stopping
Exactly.
seal clubbing.
Talking of clubbing, Kate.
Yeah, because I go clubbing all the time. It's
Yeah.
totally my jam.
Hell of a
Totally.
raver. Hell of a
Yeah.
raver.
Oh man, crazy on the antihistamine. So yeah, hi. I play Astrid. Who is she? She is a little hermit out to see the world, and wigs weird. And she may have a thing for Aspion, and might be the healer, or is the healer. We'll see how well that goes if we're about to get into a really bad fight. So no promises. Don't blame me. Don't at me.
I mean,
Okay.
you don't have me. I mean, everyone tried to help Aethelfrith and made it actively worse.
Yes, and I
helped.
did actually manage to heal that. So,
So
I've ticked that
yeah.
box.
Yeah, healer good. Healer good.
Good. So yeah, but yeah, against cultists, we'll find it out.
We will indeed. And I am Tom.
Talking of cultists.
Talking of cultists, I'm Tom. I'm the DM, GM, BM, whatever it is. So, who would like to do the recap for a lovely jubbly advantage? For a roll, wherever, Look at them all pushing forward to do the recap.
I can do it. I just
Lindy's
had to
gonna
think
do
about where we were at.
I was
last time.
trying
It feels
to
it's
actually
been
remember.
So long since we've played. Oh man, thunder just cracked really ominously outside as I cleared my throat. That's fun. All right, last time on Pendragon. The group had just finished a fight and really poorly first aided Aethelfrith. But then, a wild Astrid appeared along with 2 wild boars. So, the wild boars were attacking. Dun, 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 like Pokemon music starts to play. And then everyone was taking some swings except me. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm laying down. I'm almost dead. And then they killed one boar. like that, and then he died. And then they went to like harvest some boar meat, and it was all oozy goozy, bad, oozy stuff. And they said, "Well, that's not good." But we've got Astrid back, and everyone was like, "Yay, Astrid! BT dubs. Aethelfrith is. We might have to chop off her leg. Could you come look at it, please?" Because Barnabas had that conversation with Sana when I was pretending to sleep in the little hut that we picked, and I was like, "Oh no, I hope they don't have to chop off my leg." But then Astrid showed up, and so then they didn't, because she came in and went, "Super magic healing powers, go with the bun." She got a bun, and she smushed it all up, and went woo, and then healed, and everyone except Asbjorn saw it and was like, "Woo, spooky dooky magic," and people had various reactions to that. Aethelfrith was just like, "That felt amazing, I'm not dying anymore." Sana was like, "It's kind of sus," and then Lady Alice is Lady Alice. It was just like pretty colors, just yay. And then Father Barnabas was like, "I've seen weird shit in my time. That's, what's another weird thing." And then we all snuggled down for the night. Father Barnabas in his own cabin, but he found an ooze, a drippy ooze, and he put on a stick. And then that stick needed a holder, so we made a dick for the stick. And we put the stick in the dick. And then we gave that to... What was his name? It wasn't
Dylan.
It wasn't Dylan. Yeah, I was like, it wasn't Colin. We gave it the stick and a dick to Dylan, the dick stick, if you will, and the boar, and to take that back to the head druid lady, because the shit's weird. While we traveled further into the heart of the forest the next morning, because we were like, nah, that's we ain't going all the way back and then all the way here, because this corruption's only gonna get worse. So I think that's kind of where we left off. There was a lot of talking. Oh, and there was some cultists ahead, some more cultists.
Yeah, that was really well done.
Thank
There
you.
was some things I
didn't
even
remember
forgot
most of
that you
that.
did. Yeah. Well done. You have an advantage on whatever you want,
you.
Lindy.
Thank you.
Save the day.
I
You know
do
what?
so many recaps in so many games.
You know
Y'all
what,
aren't the only
Lindy?
ones.
Because of that, and because you used a little boar, I'm going to say instead of advantage, you can have a reroll.
Ooh, I'll take that.
Because it was that good. It was that
Did you
good.
like my visual aid? The little
I love the visual aids. They were wonderful.
He's so cute.
Florin.
I know.
Love
It's
it.
cute.
Florence, when I was eating wild boar pasta all the time, and I was like, he's so... I saw him in a gift shop, and our eyes met, and I was like, I need him. And I bought him, and now his name's Florin, short for Florence.
Oh, look at that.
He's so cute.
Funny enough, I don't know why this thing, but we killed Florence last time, or at least they did kill Florence.
Yeah.
And so I decided to make a poll to see which weapon was the best to use. Millie's ignorance won by a lot. So the sweet...
Sorry,
ignorance bliss-
mine or my characters?
Either. That evidently is the best weapon you could possibly have, the sweet bliss of ignorance. I completely forgot about the dildo.
Oh,
Never
the
forget
stick
about
and
the
a dick.
dildo.
Where that Millie's character literally killed someone to death with one of her sculptures.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that.
that is.
So I thought I'd go with the ignorance. Anyway, back into it.
My
So,
rolling pin came in third. I was happy with that.
your rolling pin came in third, in all fairness, yeah. So, we're back here. Now, it ended with you guys high up overlooking this huge temple-like structure that looks like Roman built, with columns out on the front, covered in vines and moss and ivy. Seems like it's been here for a very, very long time. It's huge. It's absolutely massive. Probably the biggest building, maybe the biggest building you've ever seen. It's really, really big, probably. Maybe not. A castle's probably a bit wider, but it's big. And you can see at one point further in that although it mostly has a roof, you are just slightly elevated, but you can see that a bit further into the temple is an area that doesn't have a roof. It's just open areas. And you could just see the little tips of what seems to be a tree inside. Also, when you were looking down, you noticed that there was some activity there. There were some tents set up that you believe may be cultist tents, and you have seen people like soldiers that you've seen before enter into this temple. You notice that there are still like one or two people outside, just getting the camp ready, putting some wood on the fire, generic camp stuff that you do just to keep the camp running. There's probably about 3 or 4 tents altogether. There we go. Sorry. So that's where you are. You're all on top overlooking this. You're not super duper high up, but you're high enough to be able to see that. Caradoc is with you, but that is what you see before you.
And remind me, when you say we saw creepy cultists, like there's a lot of them, right?
You have seen, so I would say probably you saw 3 armed people go in. 2 additional people out there that are armed around the camp. That's all you've seen so far. Whether you can assume that there are more inside, or it's up to you.
How are we going to do this? We are not the stealthiest group of people.
Jingle, jingle.
Just don't move so much. Don't just hold still. Hey, maybe. Do we want to infiltrate with a disguise or something? Maybe we can get some robes off of these jokers.
Yeah, if there's maybe a patrolling pack of, say, 6 or so idiots, we could grab some of them.
Right. All right. Let's check with the others. Lady Alice, what do you think we should do?
About what?
Good. All right. Brother Battle Monk Barnabas, what do you think we should do? Are you asleep?
No, that's my noise.
Barnabas?
It's when I think about things.
Oh, that's your thinking noise. All right.
It's like a pondering, sort of a meditative.
Explains why I've never heard it before.
Careful, boy.
I'm just making I'm just like a nice little tease. That's all.
I'll have him smite you. I could do that. It'll be like this.
If you could have God smite, why wouldn't you have God? Oh, sorry. I'm going to calm down. I'm going.
I could have him smite.
Why just not have him smite the cultists?
Yes, I could do that. Maybe.
All right, please do that.
He's probably very busy doing hunger and stuff. I think we should do what.
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, yes, probably planning the wedding.
Yes. Plus, he teaches us to solve our problems so that we may learn and grow, or some shit like that. Yeah.
Oh, very wise.
Hands-off parenting style. Yeah.
So, what do you think about the situation at hand?
I think I should manage from the back again. Like last time, I did very well.
Just from behind?
I do very well from behind, yes.
Sneak in a back door or something?
I think it's just a hole in the wall. But for glory, we must go, brother.
Okay, but I've seen the hole you're talking about. I'm not sure it will fit.
You just put your eye down, have a little look.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll just look right in the hole. Anyway, Aethelfrith.
Yes.
What do you think we should do? What do you have opinions? Or,
Oof. But I mean, if there's a hole, it's gonna be a tight squeeze.
Right. But I've been places where it seems tight, and then you just go. It fits. You know.
I mean, I guess because I'm a little round and you're broad-shouldered. I guess that makes
Yeah. I'm a big guy.
You've had to squeeze in some places too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, it's too many for us to just bum rush them, So, if there's a secondary entrance, that would be great. Or I mean, it worked pretty well when we were monks, and nuns last time. If we can get some disguises, we did have more intel. We have less intel this time around.
We don't know anything about these jokers.
We don't hardly know nothing. Yeah, we can just
What's
be like, oh,
intel?
those damn seals.
Maybe we can.
Break them.
Is there a way we can like observe them to learn their code phrases and things? So and when they say, "Oh, praise the grossness," and you say, "Yes," may it cover all the stuff or something. I don't know. Like, do they have a
all
thing
the
they
stuff.
say? Right. Okay. Astrid. I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I think Susanna's got a good idea. If they're all dressed very different to us, then we kind of probably should try and dress that way. Otherwise, unless we just walk in and say, "Oh, this looks like fun. Can we join in?" Which I've done before.
Right.
But I find that just putting on a different outfit makes you that person, like a nun or a cultist. And so maybe if we just find robes, then we could just become cultists for a time, and then see what they're up to a little bit. Or I mean, I could sneak a little bit closer maybe, but if everyone else is a bit noisy.
I'm not particularly snaky. I'm very forthright and honest.
I mean, I guess our other thing is, what's our
Hello.
plan if we even get in there?
Well, we have to see.
Well-
We have to see what they're doing, right?
Yeah,
That's the first step.
that is. Tom. So, sorry, could you just remind me of how open is the area? Like,
Okay.
how close could you get? And are they definitely all
So-
wearing the same kind of robes? And there was 20 or something, right?
So there was an encampment that you saw. There were a few. They were basically traveling, and there was about 20 or so that you could get.
Oh, okay. My brain
that
is
were
like they're
travelling.
all sort of doing some sort of ceremony at some temple. Okay, brain
So
wipe.
before you, there is a temple before you. It's quite large. In front of this temple is a bit of a clearing, not a big one. The trees kind of do surround this temple, so you can probably get quite close using the trees for cover. In front of the temple seems to be a clearing where the tents are, and you can see 2 armed people there. You saw 3 others go inside the temple. That's all you've seen.
Okay,
so
so
far.
there is an inside to this temple.
There is an inside. Think of
It's
it
like a
as
courtyard.
yeah. Think of it.
Open clearing in the forest that lead, and it
Sure.
gets a sort of
Yeah, the only
temple.
open clearing is like just at the front, and it's not a very big. It's just enough for about a few tents, and that's about it.
Right,
So-
and
And the
that's
temple's
pretty much
closed
where
off,
the tents are. Okay, so 2 guards that are very visible. Are they looking towards the sort of forest? Are they looking towards the opening of the temple?
They are
They're just-
doing generic camp stuff. So they're moving firewood from one place to another. They're stirring the thing on the pot. They're maybe
Okay, so
chopping
Okay, so
a
they're
bit
not
more.
standing there.
They're not standing guard. They seem quite relaxed. They don't seem maybe not relaxed is the right word, but
relatively chill there.
yeah. They're not on
okay.
guard.
Aethelfred, do we still have that jar of honey that we brought with us for
Oh,
injuries?
we should do. Yeah.
What if we just snuck out and put it in the middle of the road? And then when the guards look at it, they'll go, "Oh, a honey pot," and then they walk over to it.
Well, they do say
And
you,
then we-
you catch more flies with honey, but I
Right.
don't think the flies.
Why do you want flies?
We need all the help we can get.
I've had a terrible idea. Speaking of
What?
honey,
Oh, we've got to throw beehives at them. Let the bees do all the
no.
work. Oh,
How about
Bears.
we have Lady
bears
Alice
would work.
go
Would
out,
do.
flash a bit of
She's-
ankle, lure them fellas here. We
And then
Heck,
God will
stuff.
get jealous and smite them.
exactly through.
You think they'd be more? Do you think they would be more interested in Lady Alice than they would a honey pot?
Well,
You haven't seen her ankles.
the
I haven't,
What?
and I'm a gentleman, so
Yeah, I mean,
I'll look at them later when she is comfortable.
What if I carried the honey pot and then the ones who like ankles can look at the ankles and the ones that like honey can look at the honey?
You know, that's great. I also thought Lady Alice did a
Flawless.
really good job impersonating that bear earlier. Maybe she could do another bear impersonation and try to scare them off. I mean, the ones that don't scare might just be like, damn, that's the most attractive bear I've ever seen.
Yep, it might work. It just might. It might be crazy enough to work.
There is no accounting for taste. That's what Daddy
She
says.
scared off those wolves with the bear outfit. Roll.
Oh, bother.
So remember, Lady Alice, if we do this and you run into any problems, just dip a finger in the honey and lick it off very slowly. And that will get their attention.
Right. And where should I go for the smiting? Because I really do hope that this will finally get his attention, you know?
Yes, maybe, is there a place nearby that is like ambush spot?
There are trees literally covering the entire temple.
Trees.
So maybe.
Anyway, so ambush, but we could hide up in the trees and drop on them.
I mean, you are somewhat elevated, so you're over, but you're not close because it kind of this temple's kind of like dipping down into a valley. So you're kind of up here looking down at it.
Okay. So we have the high ground.
Yeah.
Well, we've already got an advantage then.
Right. Well, so if Lady Alice wanders through, eating honey in a sexy way, and then leads them back here, maybe we can jump them.
Yep.
Take their clothes, send in some spies.
Has to be
Right.
subtle though, so we don't grab all of them at once. Just a few of them.
Right?
Well-
Go home, wait for this whole thing to blow over.
We jump these chuds, right? Then we go and we raid their tents. We steal their clothes. We walk into temple. How'd you do? Praise the goo. And then we go. We
Praise the
find out.
goo.
Praise the goo.
You know, we got it.
How'd you do? Praise.
Caradoc is there and he's looking and listening to all of this.
Looking at us like we're a bunch of loonies. How
So
high
what is
his eyes
wrong with
rolling?
these people?
He seems pretty content. He seems pretty focused on them.
Maybe he's like, wow, these are
and
some
he
real
is
idea, guys.
gripping hold of the club, and you can tell he's quite a from what you can tell, he's a short-tempered. He prefers direct action, smack him in the face kind of thing. But even he is pausing at this moment,
So he knows there's
thinking.
many, Yeah.
Does it look like we could sneak into the temple without being seen, or is that very much a stealth?
There are many
stealthy roll?
trees around the temple. You can't see an additional entrance from where you are, but that doesn't mean that there's not, because it is an old temple. It is
Oh,
crumbling.
What
There are
kind of temple is
vines
it?
that go
Does
up
it
the
have a ceiling?
wall. It does have a ceiling, but there is a hole that's further along. It is quite high up. There are climbable parts, potentially. There could be potentially holes
Right.
around the temple itself. Yeah.
Because if there's only, I mean, we saw 3 people go in, but we don't know how many others
don't.
are in there, I suppose.
No, you don't.
Does it?
Be
Can we?
30.
Does it look like the camp's full of people, or does it look like the camp's basically empty with these 2, and everyone else might be in the temple?
It looks pretty empty.
Right. So it's likely everyone's in the temple. Okay. So it looks pretty empty with just 2 people. Yeah,
We're
we'll take out
late.
these 2.
Burn the camp down.
We
Right.
totally take out these 2 people first. And then we collapse the temple. Done.
Okay.
End of
Okay.
scene.
Alice, here.
Collapse it. Yeah.
Put some C4.
Yeah. You get some C4 from somewhere.
Call in the chopper!
In the background, Barnabas just has an AK out and just hits the side of the magazine.
Well, we just find the cornerstone and beat it up. My rolling pin is in the
Just call in the chopper.
Asbjorn takes some honey and like paints.
So So
Alright.
how do you guys want to do this? What do you
All
want?
right, Alice. All you need to do, enter the jar of honey, because we're going with this. All you need to do is wander past. Maybe if you think you need to, maybe a little ankle. These are not our friends. Which one's the more attractive one?
Ooh.
I'll very gently raise my skirt, just a smidge.
Oh God!
Sana like
Asbjorn takes 8 mental stress.
It's just.
Barnabas gets a boner and dies.
That's what happened to the previous
It's another one, Alice. Another one bites the dust.
Oh gosh, not again.
It's all up to you now. Well, thanks everyone.
Praise be the goo. The left one. Susanna says the left one, so it's
Lefty?
the left one.
Left one's great.
We'll rely on the lefty.
Okay.
We
Slightly bigger
That is-
than the right one.
That is only in case of emergency, okay?
Right.
Don't flash that ankle unless you need to.
How do I know it's an emergency?
Well, you want to lead them back here. So if at any
Right.
point they look like they're going to grab you or hurt you or something like that, that's the emergency.
You see how
Right.
close I'm standing to you, Lady Alice?
Yes.
If they get closer than this, show them the ankles.
And then just
Give
come
them a
back
flash.
here, and we'll be hiding, and we'll jump out and hug them to death.
Wallop them.
Right. And if they just follow me, that's fine.
We want them to follow you.
Okay.
Over here.
Right.
I should mention you are reasonably far back from the temple, so Lady Alice will have to walk through the forest. Which will take
Casually
about
pass
5
by.
It'll take roughly
Mhm.
about 5 minutes from where you are to, say, the edge of the clearing, and you want her to lure them back to you for 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Is that what you want,
Yeah, a
or are
little
you
bit
gonna
closer.
move
We'll
a
get
bit
a bit
closer?
closer.
Okay, so
We
you're
can
gonna
be a bit
move
closer, but also she
closer.
can be far away. Because if I saw Lady Alice in the woods and she was like a few yards away, but she, a football field away or whatever, or a pitch away, I would go after that.
mm-hmm.
Same.
Especially if she's holding honey. Whew.
Especially if she has honey, because I'm out of honey.
holding honey and
Honey
showing ankle, blummin'
Mhm.
egg.
It's just classic honey
God
pot
damn.
thing.
People gone to war
Classic
for less,
honey pot.
Tom. They've
They
gone
really
to war
have.
for less.
They really have.
Alice's ankles have sunk 1,000 ships.
Not yet.
That's
They're
never been
they're working their
proven.
way up there.
It was an
Okay.
accident.
So many deaths. All right. Okay. Lady Alice. Right. So I'm gonna say you all move down. Are you all going, or is there just a select few of you going?
I'll do it because I don't trust any one of us to do anything alone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be back up for combat too.
You going down?
I'll be combat.
You're going down?
Got a rolling.
Astrid?
Because I'm kind of sneaky and definitely not much of a fighter, my thinking will probably be to kind of stay in the forest and kind of basically
Go
head
between.
closer to the temple entrance, because I'm assuming that's where we're going. So I'm going to sneak around and be back up if needed. Or if they maybe if they run towards the temple entrance, I can like try and stop them. So
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
head there.
Absolutely, Barnabas.
I'm going to follow at a distance from my managerial perspective.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So, okay. So you all go down a little bit closer to the clearing. I would need everyone to roll me, apart from Lady Alice, and Barnabas, because I think Barnabas is far enough away. Stealth, just to see, because
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're concealing yourselves until the right
Try.
moment. So I will need a stealth from everyone, if you don't mind.
Could I, instead of a stealth, Tom, hear me out? Could I roll a natural world to try to find a good path through for all of us? It's going to be quieter.
Yes.
Okay. Extreme safety.
Okay. In that case, then,
Can I do the same thing that Lindy did because I failed?
Hang on. So I will say, because it's an extreme success, those who failed get a chance to re-roll with advantage because April Thrift has basically shown you a perfect place to hide. Like, this is really thick and you can get out quick.
So can I try a second time with Natural World following her lead?
No, you'd still have to do stealth. But
Okay.
you can re-roll with advantage.
Okay, here's first one. Failure, second one. Hard success.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cheesy
There we go.
works.
It's
There
the
we
honey
go.
on the face.
Okay, so
The honey. Yeah.
It is a natural preservative.
That's true.
I hope
Yeah,
it
so that's fine,
preserves
and that's
our
fine.
lives.
Okay,
Everybody put honey on your face.
Lindy, you'll still have to roll a stealth, but you've got
Okay.
advantage and can re-roll.
All right. Cool. Stealth. S. There we go. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm just gonna
Keep
take
that.
Yeah.
Take that one. Cool.
I'll just take that one.
You're all hidden. You've
I rolled
hid
11
you,
and a
with a bit
16,
of
I don't wanna roll
time.
more than need be.
You kind of get in behind the bush. Lady Alice is visible to you all and ready. Astrid, you've moved a bit further away, and you can see Lady Alice there. You can see the camp. If you so wished, if it does work, you can sneak around behind quite comfortably because you're kind of as the temple's in front. There is still trees all around this opening. Like, think of it as kind of like a box. This clearing, and then there's trees all around. You've just gone to the trees on the side, waiting for them to move.
And the way I'm imagining it, so you've got this box. Is the temple on the edge of the box? So it's
Yes.
like, right, so you got a box and then the temple. Yeah, so I want to keep going because I want to be as
Okay.
close to the door as possible. I don't want to get super far from everyone,
Mm-hmm.
but to keep being sneaky and not have to leg it, I want to get
You could quite
closer.
comfortably, because the forest is actually touching the
Yeah.
temple on the sides.
What I'm
You
assuming,
can
yeah.
sneak all the way up until you get to the big stone
Yeah.
of the thing.
Can I
You're
do
a bit
that?
yeah, absolutely. You're a bit further away from everyone else.
Yeah.
You can still just about see them, so it'll take a bit to run.
I've got my pot shot.
You're in pot shot range, though. You are in pot shot range. Okay. Lady Alice,
Hello.
describe to me, please, what you are doing.
I am carrying a large jar of honey and walking completely normally with no stealth whatsoever. Sort of forgetting a little bit because I've just been. I'm a Roomba and I have been set on this track, and I shall continue on this track until I hit one of the things that they have told me about.
No problem. So, the Roomba goes forth and starts to move, and it's not long before someone there who's carrying a load of wood has a look and does a double take on you. Seeing a woman just walk out of the forest with some honey is going to go to one of two ways. They're going to be confused or they're going to be scared, because this is a very, very unusual forest, and there are many stories about what the hell is in this forest.
Beautiful woman eating honey, appeared out of the woods.
Or a witch with honey that will kind of thing. So, So they kind of stop and just are looking at you. This one person just looks at you. How would you like?
Taken off the bear fur too, so she looks less witchy and more lady.
So she's literally just in her dress that she wears. Okay. I would like you to then roll me. Are you saying anything, or are you just standing there?
If I see them staring, I'll just
Yes.
hello and
Okay.
continue walking.
Roll. Yeah, you're gonna roll me an appearance here because you're just using your appearance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The one time I've rolled that.
Shit.
For luck.
I have been in the woods. I have been in the
You
woods.
have been in the woods.
It's
You
been a
can-
rough day,
You
apparently.
can spend the luck if you want to make it a
I
success.
will, because
Yeah,
I
the
feel
full
sorry for her.
Yeah, her
We're
hair's just not as
Yeah.
it's not as thing. It's a bit twigs in
Doing
it
my
and stuff.
best.
Remember,
I think
gang,
I bird ooped in it. We're trying to make it work.
Yeah, yeah.
you can't take the luck with you. Now's the time to spend it. As
Yep.
we approach the
Yep,
end.
luck is going.
So, You notice and you get the stare that you've never seen before. That's a stare of someone that's like, I don't know, maybe they're just not that, like, you know, they're just not attracted to you. And then you just quickly kind of brush your hair, and then it comes back like that. Just a little quick thing like that, and oh, there it is. There it is.
She does the honey thing.
Yeah, she does that.
Yeah, little...
yeah. And
she's not even doing it sexily,
no,
meaningfully.
it's gross. It's just
it's disgusting.
It's absolutely
somehow...
disgusting. But he just drops the wood. And he's like,
Did he drop?
and he seems to try to kind of fumble to put his hand on his sword. What are you doing here?
I'm walking with Honey.
Okay. Help! And the other person comes around. What are you? What the heck? And they started up and they're back. Yeah, I don't know. She just came out of the woods and she's walking at us with honey. Honey?
Hello.
Oh God, you're right. She's you just stay there. Just stay there for us, would you?
Where?
Just right there. Right, where did she come from?
Back there. You saw me. Are your eyes wrong?
I mean, we're pretty far in the. Are you with anyone?
She looks around her. Can you see more people?
They're gonna do a spot hidden. Okay. 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 And he one of them kind of looks and has a look and maybe sees something rustling. No. The other one doesn't even look. Transfixed on Lady Alice. No, I can't see anything.
Gosh, I thought there were people here I couldn't see. I got very worried.
Yeah, do you need help?
It kind of bounces the honey in front of her. No, I shall be all right. Thank you.
Oh,
it's not that heavy.
Okay. Do you need to come here to the camp? We can look after you and take you somewhere, or.
I do have some friends who are also stuck. They have more honey and they can't lift it.
Where are they?
She points back down the way she came.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll me a persuasion for that.
Winding up my rolling pin like it's a baseball bat.
Persuasion.
Yes, please, just persuade.
Ooh, that's not great. That is not good at all. No, it's a good roll. How much luck have I got, actually?
Probably quite a lot, because I don't think you've spent much.
No. Fuck it. I want to ambush these people.
Yeah, okay. let her rip.
So
how many will that be?
16.
Okay. I'm making notes so I can fill it in later.
So
it doesn't work.
So they pause for a minute. I'm not, and then you just turn, and then just that little kind of like innocent look.
As I'm walking off, I'll just raise my skirt on my left-hand side ever so slightly.
Yeah. And they're like, and there's more like you.
Oh gosh, yes. There's Sana and Aethelfrith and Astrid, and they're terribly nice.
I mean, we gotta help these damsels in distress. It's dangerous in this. Yeah. You're right. It's dangerous in this thing. If you just stay there. How far in are they? And they start walking towards the forest. How far in?
I don't do distances. I don't understand the question.
How far did you walk until you saw us, time-wise? Couple of minutes?
Why not?
So just
Just
through here.
sort of put one foot in front of the other, you know, the normal sort of walking.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Right. Well, can't be that far, right? No, probably not. All right. And they start heading into, both of them into melee range. They just. Okay, so who would like to hit one first? So, question: are you knocking them out? Are you just subduing them, or are you going for the kill?
I'll kill them. The cultists, they don't deserve to live.
You're going for the kill.
It might be useful to keep one alive to ask questions about how many and things. We don't know much about this, so I'll since I've got the bludgeoning weapon, I'll go for a knockout slash.
Okay, you're gonna go for the knockout.
Disable, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for subdue also instead of straight up murder. Yeah.
Okay.
As much as I want to straight up murder it, we might murder them after we ask them questions.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I
for
mean-
sure.
Anna said she's going in with the sword, so she's swinging. She's gonna go swinging. I'm gonna say that Sana's gonna take one of them, and you two are gonna try and subdue the other one.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So you
I'll
can
take
use
the
your
one
weapon.
That looks like the youngest, most inexperienced. We'll leave the older one alive.
Okay. So you can use your weapon to subdue, but there is a chance you will kill him. Or alternatively, you can do fight and brawl, and basically you just smother them. And you just
I'm
take
gonna
them
use
down
my
like that.
weapon, but I'm gonna go for the kneecaps because
You're going for the kneecaps, okay.
So I'm not gonna, they're not gonna lose blood with mine. much unless
Asbjorn,
they're
are you going to use your weapon, or are you going to use your bare hands?
Ooh, you mean the hands that I ripped off that bear? Maybe.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna use. He's gonna go barehanded.
Okay.
And
cool.
just try to like bear hug.
Yeah. Okay. So
pretty short, so
we'll
kneecaps aren't much.
do the younger one who had his whole life ahead of him.
Yeah.
Susana, go ahead.
Eric?
No swing.
Jenna joined a cult. 68 success.
68 success. Okay. No problem. All right. And you two?
Yeah, roll and pin, roll and pluck and roll.
Okay. Doc.
Yeah.
That's not good.
It's not good. At least it can't. The rolling pin can't.
That's a
right?
self bonk.
You know, I might use my recap.
You wanna use your recap reroll?
A
You can do it.
Real bad. So
yeah.
Real.
You don't want to lose that rolling pin.
I don't
Real
wanna,
bad.
I don't want to hit myself with the rolling pin. I feel like that's what it would be. So I
Or
already.
me.
That fucking yeah. That's bad.
There you go. Okay. And Asbjorn, if you want to do a,
What brawl?
you wouldn't mind.
Okay. Oh, extreme success.
So
Kneecaps and
Okay.
he's got the.
So
arms,
he
I
hasn't
guess.
got a chance, but the other one might. 'Cause it was only a normal success. So he's gonna try this. Okay. So, you two come out of the shadows like fucking Predator, out of the thing, and Avelfith with the straight to the knee as he crumbles to the ground, and Asbjorn comes behind, wraps around, and literally just drags him to the floor and just holds him like that, really quiet. He struggles for a
His
bit.
hair is sticking against the honey on my face.
Oh, I forgot you put honey on your face.
Ah.
It doesn't take long before the struggling stops and he kind of just
I
passes
sleep
out.
hold him. Yeah.
As you do that, the other one, as you've done that, the other one comes out, notices it a little. Sana comes out with the sword ready to swing, and he, now alert, quickly notices you swing, and he's able to just move back and get hit. But not down. Not down. It's just a nudge. Now, we're going to do a roll-off to see who can go first. So, Dex, please. Gotta beat it hard. Oh, shit, and you do. You go first. You got one more shot before you start screaming.
Okay. So I'll swing originally for like his belly.
Yeah.
And then miss. I'm just come back on the backhand and swing for his neck.
Okay.
66.
Regular success. Let's see if he can dodge. Because he's just avoiding at this moment. He can.
Someone
He
take this kid's ankles.
can.
please.
Can I take the ankles out? Because Asbjorn's one who did the grapple, and I just swung with my rolling pin. Can I
Go
get
on,
a
then.
swing too?
Yeah, go for it.
Or
Why not?
fucking Caradoc can earn his way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Caradoc.
Caradoc.
Yeah, make yourself useful, Caradon.
Yeah,
Caradoc,
Caradoc
come
probably just
on.
gonna come out and
He would try to murder this guy. We
Oh.
could have team murder and team
he's gonna
Nice.
try and smother him. Oh no, he's gonna try and bonk him.
bonk him.
Get bonked.
You know what? Okay. I'm gonna say you hit him, but it's noisy. Because of that, and Avelfit tries to get behind.
I
And
just trip. I imagine I
trip.
just trip and fall.
and you swing to try and hit him. He staggers back, falls over Avelfit, and then Caradoc comes up from behind. Just, boom! In a loud as his skull just shatters as the club hits all over the ground. There was a loud. You hear it. Birds kind of go up. Astrid, you hear. It's kind of like a and just nothing, just cut off really quick and a. It was quite noisy.
Hopefully we were far enough
We shall
away.
see. We shall
okay.
see.
Could I do something?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Because they're distracted. Could I, quick? I don't know how quick I can do this. Can I basically either break or find a long, sort of like, stick / sapling to
Oh, yeah.
put in front of the door as a trip hazard?
Mm.
So that if someone comes running out, they will fall on it.
So you would have to. So as you're closer now, I can describe it a bit better. So you have to mount up these quite steep steps.
Oh,
There's
they're
probably about,
okay.
and then there's the columns, and then there's a big opening in front. Think of it like
Okay.
a Roman building. You know, it's quite large
All
and
right.
stuff.
Yep, not how. I'm
So you'd have to, you'd have to climb up those steps, and then kind of.
Then I will
try
just
and set it up.
watch for anyone coming out of the door.
Okay.
We
Okay.
should just smear them in honey.
That's deep.
Imagine they
We've
do
got
it
like
themselves.
this
We could
much
just watch from a
honey in a little
distance.
pot. And it's like smearing the.
We smear them with honey. We put them back where we found them. How are they going to explain it? What are they going to say to the other
I mean,
cultists?
that's gonna be a pretty balmy kind of explanation there, isn't it? You're right there.
Oh, so some hot chick smeared me with honey? Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
So, so you
Yeah,
now
middle of the
have
woods out here. Sure.
you wait for a little moment, and nothing else happens. You have an unconscious guard with you. While getting a closer look at them, these don't look particularly. They're just normal looking people. The one you got was a little older, not particularly older, much older. They are clean shaven. They've got short hair. They're wearing kind of like a very unusual kind of like a tabard, which is kind of like a deep purpley color to it. There's no symbol on it at all. No symbol. It's a deep purpley color. And he also seems to have a ring with like very similar to what cult members normally use. But this one's not as adorned. It's just a simple band, but you can still see the kind of symbols in it that would associate for the cult. Underneath, he's just wearing normal chain. Nothing too special. Wouldn't look too dissimilar to anyone else, any other soldier, really.
Take the clothes off because we wanted to strip the disguises.
So you gonna the whole thing or just the tabards?
Well, it depends on who they would fit, doesn't it?
I mean, I would say just for this that you can put them on anyone. They're adjustable tabards
Oh,
to make things
that's
easier.
so convenient.
So convenient.
wow.
We should put one. I should take one. Kind of look gaudy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You two are guardiest looking people. And I think we should strip them all the way down because, well, not the dead one, but the one we got to interrogate because that'd be more startling to wake up to. Is just leave him in his skivvies.
We could. I feel like this is a little bit dark. We could. This is dark even for me. We could, dig a deep hole in the ground, bury him up to his neck, and cover him with honey, and tell him that unless he tells us, what we want to know, he will be devoured by the corruption within the forest. Or
I think we should
ants.
cover him in honey to cover the corruption again.
Yes, I just want to use the honey. I mean, we're not using it. Maybe if we had a nice scone or something, that'd be a different story. But
we'll get to the burying because we don't have a shovel with us right now. So how about we just strip him to his skivvies and then put like honey on him in some weird designs.
Yeah, that's good.
That'll
like we're the other cult.
Yeah.
We're the rival cult who uses honey.
I'm going to assume you're bringing him back, a bit further back and not...
Oh, yeah, we're getting it some distance, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Astrid.
Well, no, I was thinking, I'm not anywhere near them,
No, you're not.
am I? So I don't sort of see any of this, but yeah.
You do see the
So I'll
tents.
just OOC think of everything.
You do see the tents, and there's no activity around these tents.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's just going to nervously not quite know what's happening. Well, yeah, I didn't hear any of our people do any sort of moans or screams, though, right? So
You heard a...
No.
And then just a very... And then like a thud. Like something heavy just hit the ground.
then I think she'll be like, that wasn't one of us. We're okay. She's going to wait and keep watching. She's going to flip between watching that way and then up at the door for anyone coming. I'm just going to stay there for now.
Okay, you're going to stay there, no problem. All right. So you drag this person back to where Barnabas is, been waiting, ready to pounce, to lead the way. And you start stripping this man naked.
Yeah.
In front of Barnabas.
What's funny about that, Tom?
Just saying. So you take off his thing, so you take off the tabard, you take off the chain, you take off his trousers.
We thought it's pretty chilly outside, as you established, so this is another layer of of intimidation.
Okay. So you take them all off. Yeah. He's there.
Yep.
Lady Alice, are you doing anything in particular? No?
Have I been told to do anything? Because if not,
they just left you.
I'm in my default idle state, just holding honey.
Lady Alice.
Holding
Lady
honey.
Alice, come on. We're going to ask this man questions now.
Oh, all right, lovely.
She's like a fucking NPC escort quest.
Yes, always. And we wouldn't have it any other way.
Does she walk just a little bit too slow as well?
Always.
Always.
We're getting too far away from Lady Alice.
Yes. Why do you think I've carried her so many times? Piggybacked her, yeah?
Okay.
Or you have to hold her hand. If you hold her hand, she goes faster.
All right, so you're there. He's lying down on the ground, unconscious.
We just do some little doodles
With honey.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You do little doodles all over the man's skin.
Yeah. Just a few, keep a little honey. And then we'll wake him up, try to wake him up.
Okay, so you just give him a tap, and it doesn't take much to wake him up because Asbjorn was quite thorough and he's probably not the first person he's done this to. So he starts to wake up and he goes, what? Wait, did you tie him up?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
He's
okay,
tied
just
up
making
in
sure,
his
just making
skivvies
sure.
With weird honey symbols on.
With one hand, he goes,
And all
what?
the ones that Aethelfrith drew are just little pastries. Like this one's a croissant, this
Okay.
one's a hot cross bun.
So he wakes up.
Yeah.
He's sat, tied up against a tree. I assume you did it against the tree, right? what does he see? What's the first thing he sees when he wakes up and looks up?
Good question. I'm tempted to have it be Lady Alice, but at the same time, I think it should be maybe someone more intimidating. Because I don't think we're playing nice at this point.
I think fucking Lady Alice with a pot of honey at the end smiling is damn intimidating.
That's fair. Yeah, let's have
terrifying.
it be Lady Alice, and then other people who are going to ask who wants to ask the questions? Who wants to make the jokes to interrogate this guy? I think... Yeah, I don't have intimidate. I do. Think. You do.
Yeah.
We can play good cop, bad cop, because I have charm.
Lady Alice also has the charm. Yes.
Yeah, we'll be the charming ones.
Let's good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop.
Okay. Right. He wakes up and sees Lady Alice standing there with a jar of honey.
Hello.
Oh, it looks like you're woken up then.
What the hell just happened? Why am I so Why am I naked?
You had a bit of a fall.
Were you? Oh, I remember you. You were friends. The ones that needed help.
Yes.
Yeah, we do need help. We'd like to ask you some questions.
Why am I tied up?
Well, you slipped over and went all unnecessary, so we had to sort of make sure.
Straight. I think you need
Anna
busted.
is going to come from behind Alice and A4 Thread. She's got like blood and a bit of his mate's skull on her cheeks. She's going to plant her sword in the ground and like slav squat and lean on it and go, answer the lady's questions. And we won't have too much trouble now, will we?
Now, I need you to roll an intimidate and you two to roll a charm for me, please.
Okay.
Watch
This
this goes
determines
badly.
whether or not he screams out for help.
I'm spending the look.
Hey, look at us go!
Finally! Yeah!
Oh.
Coaching charm.
Hang on. So you were gonna you spent what 11 luck?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So he kind of looks at that and looks at you two, and he just nods. He just goes. What
Yay.
what do you want to know?
So, how many of your mates are in that spooky temple down there?
Oh, hang on. I'm not good with counting. You see.
Okay.
More than the.
On, so you can use your toes.
He kind of tries it.
It's true, he doesn't have shoes on.
Yeah. So he kind of, with his hands, he kind of goes like this, and then pauses for a minute, and then wiggles all of his toes on one, and then wiggles all of his toes on the other one.
About 20.
Yeah, a lot, a fair amount.
It is a fair amount. What you're doing in that temple?
If I'm honest, my job was to escort the priests to where they needed to be.
Right, the priests. How many priests were there?
There's a 3. Wait.
3.
You wait for a minute, and he starts going like this with his fingers. Yeah, 3.
3 priests.
Yeah.
With them. Oh, goodness gracious. Did those priests have anything weird with them? Like,
Do you mean weird?
like out of the usual. Like, I'm sure you've noticed all this strange goo floating about.
And you can see that there's goo kind of somewhat near him. Oh yeah, we were told not to touch it.
Yeah, did they have anything that, like, they were goo-like? Or using
No.
goo?
I mean, the priests were avoiding it too.
Priests were avoiding it.
We all were. Yeah.
It's a good thing that goo's really bad.
Is it?
It's...
I mean,
It's horrid.
oh, I mean, they went into the temple and they haven't come out. They've been in there for a good day or 2.
Ooh. Full day or 2.
We were told not to go in there, just to stay in the camp.
Maybe they're just having a lovely sleep. Or a cuddle.
Yeah,
They could be
maybe,
having a little cuddle.
maybe. We, you know.
Did you ever hear them talking about seals at all?
I'm not, told anything like that. I'm just told where to go, really.
Right. Were
I
these
know how you feel.
Yeah. What was that?
Did these priests have any? Did their uniforms look different than yours? Or
Yeah, they wore like robes.
Robes. Okay. Robes.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Do they have names?
I have a robe. I'm getting cold. It's really things are starting to get cold. Well, sorry?
That would smear the honey, though.
What am I smeared in honey?
You don't like honey?
I mean, it's all right, but just not smeared on me.
You don't like it when a pretty girl smears you with honey?
I mean, I've never had it done, but I imagine it's
Now
pretty
you
good.
have.
Yeah, I guess, but I'd always imagined it like someplace warmer.
Oh, well, we all imagine things a little differently than how they actually are, don't we?
Yeah, I guess so. Start shaking with the cold.
Do we have any more questions for this guy?
Barnabas, you can chime in whenever you want, because you're here. Should you want to?
I just wanted to say, well done, everybody.
Thank you, Barnabas.
Oh gosh, thank you.
Are there any other entrances into the temple besides the front? I'm sure you did a perimeter check, like responsible guard you.
Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, well, I mean, there's kind of holes, there's rubbles around the side.
What's the holes in the side? Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few. There's one just on the east side of the temple. There's quite a big hole there. We don't use it because we use the front.
Because you use the front. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
George.
George. Thank
Yeah.
you, George. Okay, out of character. George has been very helpful, but he has to die. What do you think about we put some goo on him and see what it does? Because we actually have no idea what the goo does or how fast it works.
Could I ask a question before we kill him?
Of course you can.
What?
Hi, George.
These priests, do their gods talk to them?
Yeah, I guess so. That's what they
How-
say.
How often?
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to ask them. They do it through sermons, through mass.
Lots of them together, right?
I mean, sometimes. Yeah. Why?
She just kind of looks up at the sky with a sort of pouty face. No reason.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger. Right. One last question for you, George. And she points at the temple. She goes, would you consider those Ionic, Doric, or Corinthian columns?
Me.
He's fucking useless. Right. Anything else? Anyone?
Does he want any last rites or,
Look, wait. You don't have to kill me. You don't have to kill me. I'll just go. I'll just go in the
as
forest.
our name is given, we
you don't-
submit this man to the earth. Ominous corpus.
Oh, you're a priest? You can't. I mean, seriously, you don't have to kill me. I'll just
Dear
go.
darling,
I'll just go.
please make sure that this man is covered in honey for the rest of his unnatural afterlife, ? Have a lovely time with him. He seems quite polite and nice. Also, want a word about the whole talking back thing. Whenever you've got a moment. Thank you. Bye.
I mean, you do realise that these priests are very corrupt and kind of culty. I mean, right?
That's all priests. Have you heard of the church?
Give me that dagger.
Barnabas, did you hear that?
I heard it.
Hand my dagger to Barnabas. There you go,
Oh,
Father.
yeah, dip it in some
Taps
goo
the
first.
dagger on the tip of his nose. Listen to me, boy. I'm not a priest. I'm a drunk. You understand?
Okay.
A different kind of animal.
And I'm a battle monk,
He's a fucking
which is a
battle monk.
thing.
Okay. You're not a priest though. You're a monk. I don't.
I said it's pronounced drunk, George. Tap, tap, tap. Are you listening, George? Are you in there, George?
I'm drunk, yeah, but I do, yeah, I do, yeah.
Do you want
drunk,
to,
drunk.
do you want to meet
you wanna
God, George? Do you?
No,
You want to say
not at all.
hello, God?
No.
It's
You
me,
should do. He's
George.
lovely.
What are you
No, I
doing
don't
here,
think
George?
Fortune and everything.
Why are you here, boy?
I'm earning money.
Doing what?
Garden. Garden.
You're a believer then, George.
Of course I'm a believer.
Oh, so you're not just guarding for money, are you, George? Oops, lie number 1, tap, tap.
What do you mean?
Well, you're here because you believe then, aren't you, George?
Believe in God.
Which
I
one?
was brought up well, right, in church and everything. But I still got to earn money.
Right. And you think these cultists deep in the dark of the forest believe in the same God as you, George? Wake up, George! Come on, George!
Hey, what are you doing? No, what do you mean cultists? They're priests.
Look
They
at-
pray to Jesus and everything.
Oh, my sweet summer child. No,
They do
George.
mass.
Mass murder.
What she
I don't know
says.
anything. I don't know anything about that. I really don't. I'm just here paid to do a job to guard. That's it.
What do you guard? What kind of priests need their mass guarding, George?
That's it. They just do mass. The usual mass that I would hear every day in Sunday. They're here for an important mission.
Yes, that's what you sound like, George. You know how much security we had in my church for my mass? None, because people didn't want to
Yeah,
kill
but
godly people.
Yeah, but you weren't like in pagan lands, were you? With friggin' people trying to kill you or wild animals.
All right, it's all right. It's all right, George.
Nicer.
It's all right. Why are they in the pagan lands, George?
Because they needed to find this temple.
Why this temple,
what?
George?
I don't know what they're doing in the temple. They
Well,
just
think
need
about
to find
it, George. Think about it.
I'm thinking. That's what they said.
This
I'm
is
just a
like
guard.
a
They don't-
Christian temple, George.
Doesn't look like any church that I've ever seen. No.
Are you?
There you go. See, you can learn, boy. You can grow, can't you, George?
No, maybe they're burning it down because it's pagan. I don't know.
How do you burn down stone, George?
Yeah,
I
George.
don't know. I'm not a priest. I don't know.
You're
I
not
just
much of a
guard
guard
things.
either, boy.
That's all I wanted to do. I was a farmer and I got bored of the farm and then decided that I wanted to do something.
You got
all
bored
right.
of the farm.
All right.
Yeah.
It's all right, George. None of us here are interested in your tragic backstory.
Right.
How about
I'm
this,
just
George?
glad he got bored of farming. It's so sad to have to put the carrot.
This is traumatizing. Can we either kill or not kill this NPC? It's like-
I am a man of
Yeah,
God,
I've got a goose
George.
stick.
Brother Ashbourne here is a man of God, George.
Good.
Oh, yes.
Lady
So
Alice
it's-
here is betrothed to his Lord on high and will soon ascend to become Queen of Heaven and all the lands that sit beneath the realm, George. Look at me, George.
And I grab him and have like stinky beer breath on him.
George, there comes a time in every man's life, George, where he gets to decide what he will stand for. And you can stand with the priests who require protection from other godly men and burn down churches in foreign lands, or you can stand with us, George, on our holy mission and redeem yourself in the eyes of her husband.
Sure, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go
Brilliant.
with you.
All
Stand
right,
with
then.
you.
Flips the dagger
would
back
like
to
to
Sana and stands up.
Insight that. Nah.
I've either got an
Terrifying.
ally or a future traitor. Go nuts.
I know.
Can can you untie me now and get up so I can put some clothes on? It's really, really cold.
Lady Alice will kneel down, having been given clear, concise instructions, and do as asked.
I think Asbjorn helps too.
It's a little too arousing. Just very gently.
Asbjorn does it with his shirt off, like so. It's a group project.
Oh, amazing! There's something
I'm
for everyone
discovering
in this
things
group.
about myself.
It's a good time, George. It's a good time to start asking these questions. Okay, someday you're going to look back on this sexy interrogation, and you're going to say, "Oh, I'm glad I left that fake church." Okay. These people are not good people in there.
I believe you. Could I have some clothes, please? I'm really
Of course,
cold.
we are dressing you sensually right now as we speak.
Oh, I've never. Okay.
I'll help.
Yeah. Oh.
Let me button up your shirt for you.
Okay. This is
Just put
Come on,
unusual. I don't
everybody,
know
get
how
in
lords
here.
do this.
Come on, everybody.
I'm gonna put on the other tabard while this is happening. Santa's like,
Oh dear.
Yeah. And
no.
once we have him clothed, just Asbjorn leans in, gives a little kiss on the cheek. There you go.
Well done, George.
Thank you.
From like interrogation to like brainwashing.
It's good cop, thirsty cop.
I feel like we've just like queer-eyed this guy and done him a makeover.
You got good cop, bad cop, queer eye cop.
This is the kindest anyone has ever been to me in a long time. I mean, minus the interrogation part, this after part. Yeah, this is great.
I thought that was. I mean, you really should have seen other interrogations. That's quite nice as far as interrogations go.
Yeah.
People don't even get any.
Yeah.
don't take this one for granted, because I'll fucking kill you.
No, I won't. What do you want me to do now? What do you want me to do? Do you want me to stay with you? Do you want me to bugger off? Do you want me to...
You're gonna help us.
Okay.
You're gonna get us into that temple.
You're gonna help us stop the evil priests who are fake priests from what they're doing.
Have you, and I apologize if anyone asked this, have you heard them use any passphrases or ways they identify themselves other than the rings?
Yeah, do they all have big rings on that look? Got a symbol in our drug.
Yeah, I've got it. They give it to you when you work for them.
Oh, you. Ooh, all right.
Could we borrow yours?
Yeah?
No, we can borrow the dead guys.
Oh, we're two.
Here you go.
Put it on. Who's dressing up here? Who's dressing up? Me and you? Okay.
Yep.
Sana and Asbjorn.
I mean,
Let's
in all
It barely
fairness-
fits on my pinky finger.
Yeah, he's not a very big person. In all
No.
fairness, I tend to just walk in. You know,
Okay.
I haven't walked in, but others
Right.
have.
And
come
they
back
don't
and
say a
forth.
certain thing like, or do some sort of behavior. Okay. All right. We just want to
Just-
blend in. That's all.
They just show the ring.
You know, camp down there. Is there anyone else that's not in the temple or the tent's empty?
We did have a small party that went out hunting, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
lovely,
So,
I
do you
love
have more
parties.
changes of clothes down in the camp that we could?
I mean, there's
Alright.
tents. You can check the tents. Maybe some have like change of, tabards or something or stuff.
Yeah.
We packed as much as we could because we didn't know how long we were going to be here.
It's fair. Let's go check. Maybe some of us should go in the front and some of us should come in the hole.
Okay, so you want me to go down?
Yeah,
And
see
Nick
if there's more
Harradoc's there, and he's like,
changes.
I don't want to sneak around.
But there's like 20 of them, Caradoc.
Then allow me to do this. Allow me to head back. Find my people. And we can bring a lot more with me. And we can make sure
That is a
none of
good
them.
idea.
Good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seal off the exits.
Dylan should have made his way back now, and will be coming back with others. I will make
He's
it
such a
even
big boy.
quicker for them to
Yes,
find
yeah.
us.
He's growing up so fast.
And we've got to be real
Right.
quick because, they've already been in there for like a day and a half.
Don't worry, I will be fast. Don't kill them all without me, okay?
Not all of them.
We'll save you a good one.
Okay. And he kind of gets up and he just bolts, like it's as if trees aren't there. He's
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna kill all these guys. Let's go.
Okay. Oh,
Right. So you want me to take you down now?
Well,
We're walking down now, yeah?
Maybe you uniformed people first, and then get us.
Sana and I will go first.
Yeah.
clear the way
What's
ahead.
his face? You could just say it's laundry day.
Am I
Tell
allowed
them
a
it's
weapon?
George. As long as you don't use it against us, George.
I mean, it'd be pretty stupid considering you beat me up really, really quick.
No, can I do a check here to see if he's being
Yeah,
honest?
go for it.
Wouldn't beat you up, George.
What would be?
It'd be kind of like
Maybe
insight or
psychology.
psychology, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have insight in this game, but
Yeah, psychology.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Seems trustworthy.
Okay. Cool. So he takes his own sword and puts it back in his sheath. Right. Okay then. Let's head back.
I'm gonna pull Barnabas aside and say, Barnabas,
Yes.
you know what to do if he turns that sword against one of us.
Take out my mace and stove his skull in until it's nothing more than brain matter puree, sodden the grass around it with his blood seeping into the soil to feed the ants and the undergrowth. For Christ.
I was going to say, ask Aethel for help, but yeah, that's great.
So, option B, we'll call that.
Option B, sure. For
Brilliant.
Baker.
Brilliant.
Astrid. Been a while.
Yeah.
Nothing. They don't seem to have given any indication. It's been a bit.
Trying to decide.
Converted a whole person or
I
something.
mean, that's the thing. Like, and I haven't wandered over now, so I'm just gonna say that RP wise, she totally started to get bored of staring at a temple and started watching like the birds, the bees, and the things. And she's now completely back to everything. She might have even started to slightly wander after a squirrel. She's probably playing with her squirrel.
Yeah.
And like, watching them play with something else. It's like she's totally lost it. She's gonna get very surprised when it's like, oh yeah, right, I am back in the game.
No problem. Okay. So we do that. You are very happily in the forest, playing with, like your little squirrel friend. You're having a look around, looking for herbs. You find a few things.
Frolicking a bit.
You've noticed around here that there are still little bits of dead things around, but you avoid them. And it's not long before you hear a lot of footsteps. And from the other side of the clearing, you can see the group heading towards the clearing. Now, are you guys just walking out, or are you going to be trying to go stealthy? What are you guys doing?
walking with purpose.
Walking with
That's
purpose?
how
Cool.
You can
So
Just walk into a place if you belong there.
you see the party
I'm gonna
come
hang
and
back with
walk.
Barnabas and Lady Alice because we don't know if the hunting parties come back, so we want to be.
Okay.
The
So you
ununiformed
see
hang back.
Sana, Asbjorn, and one of the guards walking back with purpose into the clearing. And just on the edge of the clearing into the forest, you notice Aethelfrith, Barnabas, and Lady Alice just kind of just standing back, just having a look. That's what you see.
I'll sort of like peek out from a tree and try and wave without like leaping into the clearing, but just.
Yeah, they see. I mean, they see you.
What
get,
are
like,
we
a-
doing?
sounded
You
like
were ages. Did I miss a picnic?
I'm gonna gesture towards the.
Go talk to guy in the front. Go talk to Barnabas.
Are you telling me to go somewhere? Okay,
Like, go
so
talk to the others. We're pretending to be guards.
okay, so I will creep back, going, what? Now what am I? So, trying to figure out what they want me to do.
You start creeping back, and you're able to do it nice and easy. You just go round and you meet them. You go towards the camp, and the guard says, like, right, any of these tents should have, I don't know, what do you want, robes? Tabards? What do you want?
Anything that helps us blend in, especially gets us into places where you're not allowed to go.
Probably this one. And he heads in, inside. And again, it's just a really basic tent. There's like cots around that just quickly set up. There are chests, and he starts opening a few chests, little like foot locker things. opening it up, having a look around, and bags. And he pulls out a tabard, and you can walk around and see what you can find. If you do a spot hidden, we'll see how many you've got and how successful it is.
Success.
Hey, that's a success.
You find plenty of tabards, as many as you need.
Here's the tabard box.
And you find one robe, should you want it.
Okay. Do we see any? I think I know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see where they keep all the rings?
There are no rings.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
damn
you.
it.
Okay. Maybe we can make one out of tinfoil.
An onion ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just sculpt us some rings. No,
Okay.
they'd just be cock rings.
And then we'll take them and go back to the others with disguises for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We could bring George with us inside. I don't want him to get stupid and sound an alarm.
Yeah,
I won't do that. I've already helped you this far. If I do that,
I'm not talking to you, George.
Sorry.
I'm talking to Sana.
Sorry.
It's okay, buddy. I'm sorry. Mwah. It's okay.
Yeah.
We should bring him in a little bit, but once we get in there and we start dealing with the seal stuff, we should leave him. Or,
Right.
and then she goes closer, we bring him and we just use him as like,
Shield.
yeah. He's
Yes,
nice.
I hate
lad.
to say it. He is, but really, his own decisions have led him to this point, and there are bigger issues at hand.
Yeah, it's for the greater good.
Yes. He's redeeming himself.
He goes to Lady Alice. I've got a good feeling about my future.
Oh, really?
In the background, Santa and
This is my chance to really turn my life around. You know.
What, you want to go backwards?
Yeah, I want to get out of this forest. Cold. I want to go back to a nice village, nice pub. You know, maybe meet someone. You know,
Tom, you bastard.
have a family. You know, do you know that feeling where you just, you just want to meet someone and have a family?
Yes.
Yeah. I can understand. I can see you're hurting. Do you want to talk about it? I'm a good listener. I've always said in the barracks, they said I was a good listener.
I do appreciate the offer. It's just that my fiance is a very jealous man and
Right.
has a tendency to smite people.
Oh,
And
I see.
I would hate for him to misunderstand.
I understand. Yeah. That's important.
Because it's all well and good me talking to somebody about my problems, but if then suddenly they're burnt to a crisp by a random stray bolt of lightning to the face and your entire body just explodes and you're just mist, you're just red mist, that would be awful, wouldn't it?
Has that happened before?
Not that specific thing, but a lot of people have died.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm here if you need me.
Oh, thanks.
He
Oh,
actively
boy.
starts shuffling away on Lady Alice. Okay. So you guys all have the tabards. You're going to just start putting them all on? Okay.
I would
It
like to
is,
say that Barnabas's
feel like
fits
we should
really
give-
awkwardly.
none of
just
these
spilling
Give
out.
the robe to Father Barnabas.
Yeah, none of these fit. These are built for people, for one, soldiers, and two, for people wearing armor, so like chain and stuff. Those who haven't got any of that and aren't soldiers, it's really long and it hangs, like it shouldn't fit.
I can fill it out
Yours is
this
probably
way,
a little
but it's-
tight. Yeah, yours is probably a little tight. It'll fit because of, well, it's just your body type. You know, it's not like a soldier. You're round, yeah. So the only ones it really fits well and can persuade his guard is Asbjorn and Susanna. Are you going to? You're going to try and put
that
one
is
on...
strangely foreboding. It's like, okay, so everyone inside is our size.
Yep. I would have thought Iron soldiers, you know, they're actual soldiers. So, are you ready to go? So are you gonna go? Are you just gonna go walking in, or what are you guys doing?
Like maybe some of us should go in the hole, and then some of us should go in the front.
Like a double?
Yeah, like that way they don't expect it. We could like pincer them.
I mean, maybe. My idea is I think if Barnabas is in the robe, he might be the most convincing as a senior member of the cult. So we could be escorting him or guarding him.
Going through the front, and then maybe us who don't look very convincing, like me and Astrid, can go through the side. And
we'll let Barnabas do the talking, and if nothing else, he can distract them from you guys just sticking it in the rear.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen any other priests, but that's not to say they didn't send more. You know, a bit later.
He could be a backup priest.
Maybe.
Oh, Father Barnabas should wear one of the rings, because that's more convincing.
Absolutely. Yes, he can have mine, and I will just keep my hands concealed.
Here you go. Pockets.
Yeah, pockets. Just be like, hey. got my hands in my pockets.
So
it's got a casual guard.
Barnabas is wearing the robe.
And the ring.
And the ring. And everyone else has just got the tabard on, including Lady Alice.
The ring.
Barnabas, you do all the talking, okay? If anyone asks, I lost my ring when I went swimming.
Nice.
You do have a swimmer's body.
No, well, maybe when you were gutting a boar, it got lost somewhere in the guts.
And afterward, I had to go swimming to wash all of the boar guts off.
Yeah.
What if we just cut your ring finger off?
Oh, yeah, we could do that. Let me get my axe.
Wait, I don't think. Look, to be honest, aren't you going to attack everyone, even if they start looking at your ring? So
that's
I don't think you need to commit to the bit quite that much.
That's true. Astrid likes my fingers.
I do like your fingers.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, we should pray. Oh, Jesus, and anyone else who might be listening who isn't evil, please bless our endeavors.
And reduce the number of PDAs, amen.
Cast out evil stuff.
What's a PDA?
It's like a book.
Yes, what's that?
You take with you.
Oh?
Oh, okay.
It's very new technology.
That's all books.
No, some books are too big.
I mean, maybe for you.
Yes, I'm a weak old man. Thank you, Asbjorn, for pointing that out.
Right. Yes. All right, weak old man. Use that energy. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So you're all going through the main entrance?
Oh.
No, me,
Okay, so
Alice,
what's
and
going on?
Astrid are gonna go through the hole.
So you're going to go through the hole. You need to find the hole first.
Well, let me tell you what. We should be pretty good at finding holes, because
They're experts.
well, let's be in this.
Okay.
So were we told that the hole was like easy access, or
He
because
said there's a hole that you
Holes
could
generally
probably get
are.
through.
probably get through? Are we gonna get trapped trying to get in? Well, so is it on the side? So yeah, we'll go have a look before they go in. Let's have a look for the.
Yeah,
How big is this temple though?
Get a
Is it
good look at
hang
it.
Get a good
All right.
look for that hole. We gotta find
It's a
the hole.
big
and
temple.
then-
It's
a
a
big
huge
temple.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. Right, this is what I'm gonna do. We'll call a break here very quickly,
Oh, thank God.
so that because this could take a while. You know, I
Yes,
was
it could.
hoping to get to a thing like,
We
you know.
haven't even got in the temple yet.
I was hoping, and you enter the temple, and then we can go to break. No,
In the
it's
second
already
half
been
of the
15
show,
minutes.
everyone gets one whole innuendo.
If it's a really big temple, to be honest, if it's a really big temple and there's a side like hole entrance, we are never going to meet up with them. We're going to get lost somewhere in a maze. if it's a, you know.
All right.
If it's a
We will
Roman
think
temple,
about
it's
it
not a lot
during
of-
break.
Yeah, we'll have a quick break. Have a think about what you want to do, and then we'll do it. All right.
I just know that we will look less convincing turning up the rest of them behind. Look, oh yes, we're totally.
We should definitely stay further back from them, whether we go in the hole or the front door. But yeah.
Okay, I'm taking us to break before we talk about holes anymore.
I usually take a break after the whole.
Oh, bother. Christopher Robin, will you kindly shake your member and say, tut tut, it looks like a brain.
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Yes! 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 Fuck yes! Ah! 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 Fuck that guy! Oh god, what a day. Oh, Jeff just would not shut up about those fucking clients. Right, love, how you doing? Oh, terrible day, just awful. I'm just gonna flop down on the sofa. What's this fucking plant in my face for? No, I've had enough! Every time I come home, there's just more fucking plants. I've had a day at work. I get home, I just want to sit on my sofa and look at the TV halfway across the room and look at my nice orange kitchen that reminds me to eat fruit so I don't die of a heart attack and I have to get abused by leaves. Fuck you, Jenny, I want a divorce. You ever think bleaching your anus should be called changing your ringtone? All right, cause you win the internet. Fucking hell, that's brilliant. Oh. I am Lucius Alabaster of Alabaster's Analeptics, abating, allaying, and alleviating all antagonistic and aggravating ailments.
I have no... Was he speaking French?
English.
Would you prefer it in French? I could give it to you in French. Is that easier?
Go on then.
Je m'appelle Lucius Alabaster. On va appeler suite. On veut t'appeler pour vous. Je vais à le pont le parc. Je vais tout en mettre centre.
He said the same thing.
Yes, just twat them. All right. Oh, frack! Why? Why? Why are you like this? Fuck's sake! I was so confident for this time. Would you like a sweet?
I'd love a sweet.
You'd like a sweet? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You should probably try one of these. They're the best sweets in the world.
What is this yellow one?
Oh, it's sunshine and puppies.
Why would I want to eat puppies? What is wrong?
No, it's like, you know, it's the sense of happiness and joy in it. Oh, you'll love it.
Do they make it from squeezing real puppies? Do they squeeze them real hard, or is it like a hug?
It's a hug.
Puppy hug. Okay.
Puppy hug, and they cook it with the warmth.
Oh no, I dropped it on the floor. Oh no.
Oh, it's all right. It's just there.
God damn it.
I can see it. It's right there. And there it goes.
Fine. That's really nice. Thank you, Heath.
What?
It's lovely.
Right, well, I should probably try an orange one.
Very nice. It's like peach, right?
Oh, good. I'm so glad. So semen is a condiment. Got it. Oh God. That makes Millie's Twitter bio all the more terrifying. It's like voice actor, fan of condiments. I mean, I'm saying nothing.
I'm gonna go with
I'm saying absolutely nothing. No, come on now.
That doesn't change the taste. There's not flavor in there.
What cum have you been swallowing? It definitely changes the taste.
I mean, it's a very subtle taste.
Right.
Unless you've applied condiments to it, it's a very subtle taste.
Peachy, if I jizzed on your chips, you would 100% know that something was amiss.
Well, I would know. Of course I would know.
So there we are. It must
like
be a
suddenly
condiment.
my chip butty is now poutine. I would know something was up.
Is that the Canadian dish, poutine?
It's just cheese and chips.
I want that. I've never had it.
It's cheese and chips.
Oh,
mate.
okay.
It's
But they
cheese
make
and
it...
chips. You've had cheese and chips.
But Canadians, like, they talk a lot about
Yeah,
poutine
they
as if it's
fucking-
like, do you want to see my penis? I'll send it in a text. I know you don't even know my name, but that's the game. Would you like to play? You'd think you could report it. But all media platforms generally are run by men. Enjoy the patriarchy with this picture of my cock. You can't unsee it. Nor can I explain it. Perhaps it was fairly cold. It's an impressive member, I think you'll find. I'm pretty sure you'll go blind. Careful now. Careful, Brian. Brian, watch out for the... Oh, no! Oh, God! Who fucking timed that? Ah! Ah! Oh! Oh, you son of a bitch! Oh, pretty easy when you're this old.
Okay. I'm gonna paint a word picture for you. See if any of this come back to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you remember a brothel there called the Witch's Cauldron?
Yes. It's all right.
Okay.
I answered too quick.
No, you just go with your gut, Mr. Brown.
Okay.
And do you remember a lady working there named Leaky Annie?
Leaky Annie, she was one of my favorites in the Armadillo.
That's my mama. She dead now.
That's your mom?
Uh-huh. And how you said you visited her for lady favors?
Scooter Brown's gotta go. Oh shit!
When was that? Was
I
that
gotta
18 years
go.
ago? Was it
No,
18 years ago?
I got important farming to do. Oh shit! Scooter
Okay,
Brown.
so-
Oh,
So
hi.
write your name down
Write my name down.
as a possible daddy.
Yeah, hang on. Oh, all right. So you see down here.
Those massive spiders.
Yeah,
that we hate.
that's
yeah.
what I saw
See them?
earlier and was like, no, but it was nighttime and I got to like.
That's what I nearly just ran into.
Yeah, that's the bad place.
Yeah,
But
let's not
just
go
around
there.
here is the lab I
Good
found.
place? Ooh.
Okay,
Well, it's a place.
let's start
we
with
get
the
to
obvious.
determine its moral. This is the origin of Crimpets. This is the origin of Millie's Crimpet character, the cream-frilled Crimpet, which, ironically, she was last night. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You alright there, darling?
Sorry.
Sweetheart, are you okay?
Okay, we'll put I'm having a cardiac event. Not mum.
Right. Queen Vic.
Oh, mum. Mummy. Mama. I'm sorry. Hang on. I have to take a moment. An executive decision and respan for.
Ah, you fucking shitball! Ah!
Stop. Yeah. Ow. Ow. No. Ow! Hi, chat. I don't know why it's decided it's doing that all of a sudden. You wouldn't believe how hard it is just to get a video carousel to work on Twitch. It's phenomenally hard. But the good news is the Pendragon gang are ready. Let's see what they're talking about.
Really?
Oh.
What?
Not a lot. Oh, they're ready. All right, we can go now.
What?
We are ready. We've been ready for a while. Jay.
I had to come in and rescue technology. Well, then get on with it. Come on, I'm here now. What are you waiting for? Come on, chop chop.
Okay, what are you doing?
Just killing everyone and winning the game like good role players.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, winning roleplay.
Winning roleplay.
Winning.
Murder everybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely what it's,
We didn't
you
murder
know.
a guy. We just weirdly coerced him to be on our side now.
Yeah.
We didn't murder the other one though.
Okay.
just one of two. Right. Okay. So this is a really big temple, and
Yes, it's a very, very big temple.
and we would have to even find the hole, which sounds
Yeah.
like it is a sneak-in hole that could be really hard to get into.
Quite possibly.
At those, Fred. So there's a secret entrance. Should we? I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think we look like guards.
Not
But-
very convincing. Look at a distance, maybe.
But what if we can't find them when we're inside? What if it's really big, like maze-like?
Well,
Are you gonna
that's
be
what
able to
George
see?
is
We
for.
could just stay. We could just stay.
Yeah.
Right.
He
I can help
is
solve-
our George positioning system.
So have you been to this? Have you been to the hole, George?
No.
But you know
So how
where
do you know
it
there's
is.
even a hole?
No, the other guards said that there could be a hole on the other side. They did a survey of the thing. They just said it was like...
Locker room
Could
talk.
be.
Look at him. He
look.
couldn't find it with two hands, even if he had a map.
Look, I was told just to stay here and guard here. I'm not even allowed inside.
Well, that's about to change, George.
Yeah, I guess so, isn't it?
You all right? What if George is? What if we are like 10 or 20 feet behind the others, and George is escorting us two in, and you two are guarding the new priest. So we got priest, two guards, and then George, who's a known guard, escorting two other cooks or something.
That's too many cooks.
Actually, we don't want too many cooks in the kitchen.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Well, I'm not technically a cook. I mean, she's a baker, but I mean, like herbs and stuff. It's kind of cooking, but well, what if
I think we should just let them cook.
What if something? We're going to warn them that something's happened to the hunting party. They got swallowed by gunk. Goo.
I mean,
praise the goo.
Oh, we could pretend to cover ourselves in goo, and then be like, "Oh, we're dying, help us!"
They might just try to kill us.
Well, we're gonna do the same, aren't we?
Yeah, but I mean, they might react very aggressively.
They might be good
right
at
off
it.
the bat.
Let's
Yeah.
and I can't believe I'm saying this. Let's not overthink it.
So we just run in and see what.
I think let's just stick with the plan, and maybe we all stick
Go in
together,
the hole.
or you can go in the hole. But I think we need to start moving before
I just think that
Gets dark.
seals are popping off.
Oh right, yeah. Well, Ethelfred, what do you want to do? I'll follow you.
I just think that us three, and I look at, Alice, myself, and Astrid, are going to give the ruse away if we try to pass ourselves off as guards behind Barnabas, Sana, Asbjorn, and George. So either we
Maybe.
need to be further behind, way back, or we come in through the hole. I mean, if it's all stone, right? So it'll be echo. We'll be able to find if there's a commotion going on. We'll be able to find it. You know.
Yeah, maybe I just.
Why?
Yes.
Look, why
It's,
doesn't
well,
If the hole doesn't work, we run through the front into trying it.
I
And
will
that'll
go
put
in
distance behind us either way.
with Asbjorn and Sana, new priest, traveling in on our wagon. Very good. George has you three, which good old boy George is bringing you in as prisoners because he found you lurking around outside the camp and was like, look at these three shits. Job
That
done.
could work, but
And then by the
Right,
time
like
we're
that
in,
old Celtic story of Chewbacca.
all these
Chewbacca?
ladies
Chewbacca?
leading,
and we don't have to separate
Yeah.
from ourselves because we met as we were coming in on the wagon. George was walking towards the temple with the prisoners. George, God, George, I am the new
do
priest,
want
Barnabas.
Lady
What are you
Alice.
doing?
That's a good
They do
idea.
They do want Lady Alice, so that could check out.
That was kind of what I was getting at, but I guess I said cooks instead of prisoners.
Yeah, cooks. Like
Prisoner cook. Yeah.
You'll be cooks. You'll be put to work as
Which
cooks.
means we don't need these tabards.
That's where the stories align, right, guys?
All right. Okay. Let's move forward.
Barnabas
Right,
runs
Giannis,
towards
I'm
the
going to be
temple.
your handmaid.
Leroy!
That's your two.
Stick with the plan. Stick with the plan.
Oh, Leroy Jenkins. He was a mythical being around these parts.
The fake creature, yes.
Yeah.
Known for running into danger head first without any regard
Okay.
for anyone else who he
Can I just get confirmation on what the plan actually is? Because that was
Yeah.
a lot of noise.
It was.
So, just so I'm aware, you are not going to do to the side hole. You're going to all come in together. 3 of you are going to pretend to be prisoners. That's
So,
George.
Order of thing is Barnabas at the front, right? And then flanked
Okay.
by
His
Astion
guards.
and Susanna. And then
Right.
about 10 feet or more behind,
A little bit back, yeah.
yeah, is George leading 3 ladies that he
Who we
has
found.
discovered.
And they seem important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does
Fair
that
enough.
make sense? Does
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
I mean,
no,
I
I
think that
get
was
you.
the
I
thinking.
get you. Okay, so Barnabas, you are in the front.
Seems so priestly.
So you start approaching the temple, and the temple approaches and it looms over you. See these steps? They go up. They're quite large steps. They go up fairly high, but nothing too ridiculous. But fairly quite high. Probably about 10, 12 feet up. Steps. Going up to the temple thing. You climb those with a little bit of assistance, I would imagine, because they're quite thin. And you get in front of you, and you've got the pillars all around you. And inside there is a big opening. And it seems to be quite dark in there, apart from a few bits of light that are coming through, like holes in the wall. And it glistens with, just like dust or vegetation or insects just floating around. And you continue forward?
Yes.
Continue forward.
I chuckled simply because I went to look if I had a torch, and all I've got listed in my possessions is bread rolls. That's it.
Well prepared. Well prepared. I don't know if anyone else brought a torch.
I'm gonna tuck my rolling pin underneath my leather apron. I can
Okay.
see the weapon.
Okay. So I'm just going to assume that the rest of you are following
George
behind
probably
with
has a torch.
George.
Yeah.
Inside, Father Barnabas, you
Yes.
step inside. And as you step inside, with each step, it echoes throughout the chamber in front of you. You see tiny little braziers just around, strategically placed. This is very overgrown, very, very overgrown. There are thick vines and trees that are jutting through the stone. However, through all of this, there seems to be somewhat of a path that the torches follow. The path of least resistance. You've seen they've had to cut through some vegetation, but you're avoiding toppled columns and, just age and rubble and little holes where rubble came from the top and has shattered on the ground. But this is a vast, I suppose you could say like it's a hall. You can see that as you're walking through and you kick a little bit of grass or whatever vegetation's on the ground, moss, that there are mosaics underneath this, different coloured mosaics. Because we all know the ancient world were tacky bitches. Massive colour.
Facts.
And you continue, and this you can't see in front of you because there seems to be just a big pile of rubble that's just overgrown. So you have to turn right, and you follow this, and it turns round. And as it turns round, it opens up a little more into more of a more hall, but just green. However, you do see a person in the corner that is just slightly illuminated by a faintly burning torch. Then, further at the far end is another wall, and seems to be 2 smaller entrances that goes further into the temple.
Just observing, And so the only other person we see here is that person in the corner there?
Yep.
Do we have any idea, like any closer look at what they look like? Are they robes?
They're too
Are they
far
tabard?
away.
Are they?
They're too far away. You just see it's almost like a silhouette of a figure in the thing, and it's just the only way you saw it was there was a very dimly burning torch.
Right. Asbjorn sort of regards this guy and gives it like an eye to Sana. Like,
Mm-hmm.
All the torches, by the way, are quite dim, so the pathway that you're taking, you've stayed in between these torches, just following it. I assume you just stick to the path, but it's really dim.
Hello there, brother. Hello, cult friend. It is us. The guards.
No movement.
He's gonna move closer.
Okay. How close?
20 feet.
23 feet away from him?
20 feet away from him, yeah.
Okay. You can't see, you just see a figure. Too dark.
Asbjorn.
Yes, yes, your father. You're 1 second. I'll be right back. I don't know if you noticed I was using an accent to sound British.
Flawless.
Just wonderful. Well, remember.
Keep moving. Which left or right? Left or right?
We'll go
Just
left.
Act like you know where you're going.
Exactly.
Left.
We don't need to talk to the locals, ask questions.
Just, I don't know. Maybe they say hi. Okay, all right.
Just look, Asbjorn, practice this. Ready? Watch me. Now you do it to me. That's it. Just curt nod. And on your way. On your way.
Is that my name? Is that the guard's name? Is Kurt? Is that what the
Curt
character
nod.
we're doing?
Yes.
Is now.
Now try it with
Kurt
Susana.
Nod. Hello, I'm Kurt Nod, the cultist.
You nod to Sana. Practice. Yes.
You guys turn around and you just see these people just nodding to each other as you turn around the corner. And George is like, is everything okay?
I think all three of us turning.
Yeah, just nods.
Right, let's go. We're going left. Left.
Okay. So the torches lead you closer to the figure on the floor. Alternatively, you can just ignore the torches and just go straight. It's up to you.
Whatever looks like the most purposeful path to the door.
Yeah.
Describe purposeful. Do you mean direct?
Not like
Or do you
not like
mean-
line of sight, but like if the torches are making a path, or there's anything on the floor
They're
that
making
looks
a
like
path.
the what they call desire lines, like something's been walked on
Yeah.
before towards that door. You follow that.
So if you're thinking that logic, it's following the path of the torches. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So you start following the path of the torches, and you approach this figure on the floor. Is anyone looking, or are you just going straight by?
I'll look as we pass this god that's not acknowledging us.
Okay. You want to look? Anyone else? Including everyone else in the second party as well.
I'll look.
I was scolded for doing it before, so now I'm just nodding. I'm Kurt Nod, the guard.
Glance back. I'm supposed to be a prisoner, so I'll look all around like, oh no.
Looking,
I was just
listening,
curious.
you know,
So anyone who
all the
wants to look,
senses.
please do a spot hidden for me, please.
You wait, Doc. We'll be the only two survivors out of this.
Okay.
Kurt and Barnabas.
Lady Alice. Okay.
My eyes have fallen out. Hell.
So
I think he's just got an eyelash in them. We get about.
everyone who walks past this figure, you start to walk past, and as you get closer to the light, it starts to slowly illuminate this figure. First, the legs start to, as you move closer, the light starts to creep up, and it goes up to this face. And the face that you see is, it has an eye, a very dry eye that is wide open, and a pupil. You see a huge, massive grin from ear to ear, and the muscles on the face of this person seem to be stuck with the look of sheer ecstasy on their face. And on the left-hand side where the eye should be, you see the black ooze kind of just going inside the socket, popping slightly and going back in. And seems to be on the left-hand side of the face. And the eye just staring directly forward with the biggest grin of sheer ecstasy you have possibly seen. Now, everyone who failed, so that would be Aethelfrith, Lady Alice, and Astrid, I need you to do a sanity check for me, please.
Oh dear.
What
Okay.
possibly?
Right.
It's not good.
Not good.
This is why I only nod at people in real life as well. This is why I don't interact.
To protect your sanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Ooh, people who failed lose 5 sanity.
Hey.
And you are transfixed by this person. You need to know why they're looking like that. They need to know what is so
Why are they so happy?
ecstatic that they are so happy. You just need to know. So those who fail just stop and they just look. They're just looking at this thing. George has carried on.
So I start to carry on, and then I noticed that both of the other two
you
have
would probably be
stopped.
and George stops with you and looks back. Yeah, all right.
They don't seem all right. I'll grab their hands and I'll try and pull them with me.
You don't want to go, folks. You don't want to go. You want to know what's there.
Wait, we gotta figure Lady Alice.
Come on.
Why is his eye all funny?
Why is he so happy about it?
Can I want to put my hand over Ethelthred's eyes.
Ethelfred's eyes?
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and block her view and then pull.
Person's starting to annoy you, Ethelfred, stopping you from figuring this out.
No, I've got to figure this out, Astrid.
Figure what? I don't know that.
Why is he so happy?
I don't know the
I want to lean in and poke him.
I need a stick.
You want to lean in and poke him?
I'm going to try, unless
Okay.
somebody fucking stops me.
I'm gonna like call out.
I mean,
to
by the way,
little-
guys in front can hear this now.
Right,
They're not
yeah,
quiet.
because I was gonna say, Susanna, might need your help.
Does he need eye drops?
Fuck.
We need a stick, Lady Alice, a stick. We need a pokey stick.
Do we have a stick?
I'm gonna keep trying to pull their hands
So,
away.
I have
to
a
stop them
question.
getting too close.
Okay, yeah.
From what because I can't remember. The peddler gave us a potion, and they said it's for where you shouldn't be or where you shouldn't go. I can't remember what they said.
When we touch something we're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Touch something you're not supposed to. Okay.
Yeah.
Lady
We don't need
Alice
it.
will
Yeah.
reach into her bag and pull out one of her objects.
Yeah.
And prod
Yeah,
it.
poke it with that, Lady Alice.
Okay,
It's a
where are you
good
poking
idea.
In the
Specifically.
in the dry eye.
In the dry eye. Okay. So you go forward. Well, firstly, is Astrid going to try and stop you doing this? To try and poke?
Is she doing it with her finger?
No, with the creations.
With the dick in the eye, basically. Okay.
Yeah, dick in the eye.
I think I'll try and keep pulling, but I'm not going to physically stop that, because if she was doing it with her finger, I probably would try and whack
you
her
just
hand away.
hold in. By the way, those who failed also take 2 mental stress as well. I forgot about that, but you get
Oh,
mental stress
wonderful.
as
I'll
well.
add that
Yeah.
to my sheet. Thank you, Tom.
So, Lady Alice, you go forward and you poke the eye. You poke the eye, it goes in, pushes the eyeball slightly in, and you pull out, just stays directly looking. Smile
He
on its
still
face.
looks very happy.
Usually
why
you're not
that
happy
is.
after you get poked in the eye with a dick.
No. Wait, what?
With usually not happy if you get poked in the eye.
Not usually. Occasionally.
Fall back and usher the other two ahead.
Kicked him in the balls.
And she's just gonna, I'm gonna come back and she'll be like, Eighth, Alice, what's going on?
You've got to figure out
Look
why
at
he's
his
so
face.
happy. He's
He's
so...
dead, love.
He's
can't,
really
I can't pull them
pleased.
away.
He's dead.
Look.
Something did this.
Do it again.
Ow.
He goes in.
See?
Right. Hang on. Alice is gonna. Sarah's gonna put a shield down, and she's just gonna stand in front and physically push them both back.
Okay.
To try and break their vision from this thing.
Okay. Roll me, you two. Roll me a power check, if you two wouldn't mind.
I'd love to roll you a power check, Tom.
Oh. Lady Alice has strong opinions right now.
Okay. So,
Holy
Oh
shit.
no.
so essentially, with that push, Lady Alice, your vision goes on to something else. You've got something else of interest to have a look at. Aethelfrith, you get pushed back, and your interest
my
looks
wife.
directly at your wife's face.
Oh,
And
you're
that
so
snaps
pretty.
you back.
Come on.
Cheeks, give her a little kiss. Right. No more looking at corpses, yeah?
I'm just sorry, I didn't realise what happened. It just was so interesting all of a sudden.
Come on, we're gonna
That's a
catch
little
up.
feet.
I'll take Alice's hand and I'll try and pull her away again.
Yeah.
She can't.
Alice is,
Weird.
yeah.
I'm
Free to
gonna
go.
keep hold of her hand and carry on walking.
Okay. So you all
Let's
start
not look at
head
things
back
too much.
through.
I
Just to
guess.
clarify, Tom, because I don't know if you're gonna be a dick, I picked my shield back up.
Yes, I assumed you picked I'm not that
Okay.
kind of thing.
I was just
I
checking.
put my
You know.
sculpture back in it. Fine.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of DM, jeez.
I put Barnabas into my pocket.
Yeah.
Barnabas turns
So
to
Barnabas,
Ashbjorn and goes, I think we should teach them the nod.
That's our thing.
You're right. We
But it was
deserve
just- I
something
thought it was
just for
just for
us.
us.
Okay, this is for front
just me and
group.
you.
This is front group stuff. They
We
don't
used
get
to
it.
have the monk thing, and now we've got the nod.
Okay.
Me, you, and Senna.
You carry on, nodding. You continue on this somewhat lit path, and as everyone is, I would like everyone to do a spot hidden, please, as you continue through this big hall. It's a weird winding path.
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled to the east to look for an escape hole.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I really want to go in that hole still. I don't know why.
It's like going behind waterfalls. It's like it's
Okay.
too tempting, too tempting.
There might be treasure.
There might be. Anyone else for a spot hidden? Is that everyone's done? Yep. Okay.
Look at us all successes.
Those who have
except-
succeeded.
Hard success.
Essentially, you're following the pathway, and in your mind, this pathway makes sense because it's avoiding the rubble, it's avoiding the thing. Basically, you're thinking this is just the way they've kind of got through it. Aethelfrith,
Yeah,
you look harder
I do.
and harder.
I'm looking for that
You
hole.
you look for that hole, and you do see the hole. You absolutely do see the hole. It's enough for one person to kind of squeeze through one at a time, including yourself. It's a bit elevated, and what you would have to do is climb a number of bits of rubble, but eventually it will reach the ground, and you kind of eye it, and you look down,
Safe exit.
and as you see it, something catches your eye. And that's odd. And you notice that something seems to move on the stone.
Oh.
And it's really unusual for you. And then you go to a torch and you kind of move it slightly, and you notice that everything on the outside, almost everything, it's got black ooze just sliming over the vegetation, over the stone.
Fluid coming through the hole.
There is a way to do it. You just have to do a jump into the lit pathway. But you estimate that they purposely put these lights here because this was the only safe place.
Hey guys, everywhere that's not on this path is all goo and is moving. It's oozy goo. Also, I see the hole in case we need to find our way out. It's right there.
But but it's across the goo.
I mean, you can get to it without touching the goo.
But you can get to
You
it.
just gotta climb. You just gotta climb.
Climb over some rubble.
You can do it neatly without making a mess.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you choose to.
Sometimes a mess is fun, but not in this situation.
Might not like fire.
Okay.
Oh, you test it.
Maybe. Let's test it. Can we not get a little? Get a little.
Yeah.
You know, we've got some stuff. We got a little. Thing.
Barnabas has some pastries.
You know, well, those are old enough, really. We could light them up. But just because we've got little braziers, I'd like something like hold it down to or throw it like just off the path to see if the goo moves.
Just off the path.
Or...
Okay.
Yeah.
So you throw it off with the fire just off to the path, and it hits the ground, and the black ooze just, and it goes over the flame and just.
Oh no. Okay. Well, that theory's bunk.
Oh, that's good. That's what experiments are for.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know. So it's just something about this path then that's not the fire. The fire's lighting the safe way.
Asbjorn takes.
Also, the goo's not flammable.
The alternative
Asbjorn
is
takes one of the bread rolls.
you would have just set
Throws it in
the
there just to
entire
see.
room on fire with us inside if that had worked.
It was like oil.
Would have been bad, but
sorry.
Asbjorn takes one of the bread rolls off of Barnabas's mace and throws that on there too.
You
Just to see what happens.
You bloody well try,
I'll get you more bread
ragamuffin.
rolls. Calm down.
No.
Are you gonna stop him doing it?
Do it.
He's gonna try. Yeah.
He's gonna fight. He's gonna fight.
I don't have the mace out. Like the mace is inside his.
Yeah, you're
his
gonna have
robes.
to go under his robe.
Okay. I would take something else that is a food stuff just to toss it out there, and I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, you don't want. You don't want to try it. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I do like a little bit of a ration back. We're talking about like a strip of jerky or something.
Okay, so you take a strip of jerky and you throw it out, and as you throw it out, it lands and it just goes over it.
And when it just covers it. Okay.
Yeah, it just covers it.
Just the goo consumes all.
It's not weak to food.
No.
I don't know why I thought it would be.
I don't know either. I thought fire would
But
be a
well,
good call.
we're trying. We are throwing a lot of stuff against the ooze to see what sticks. You know.
Everything sticks technically.
True. That's why it's goo.
And I'm just gonna look a little bit more at our path to see if there's any runes or something carved into the floor. If there's any reason why they're not
roll
on this path
roll
specifically.
me a spot hidden then, please.
We'll roll you another spot hidden.
Yeah.
Extra
Yes, queen.
baby.
So after thinking that, and then checking the floor, you have a look around.
Because there's
on
gotta
the
be a reason
ground.
this path's
And there's
not
something. Yeah, there's got to be
covered.
some
Everything else
reason.
is covered.
So you start scrambling around the ground, and you don't really see much in the way of runes, but you notice something odd. It's kind of like a bit of incense, some sort. You get a smell of incense, and then you notice some traces of it on the ground, and you pick it up, and it's very similar to the kind of incense you would get in church. You know, with the thing that would swing.
Yeah, the sensor.
The censer.
Or the thurible.
It reminds you of the censer. Yeah.
Okay, it's not the fire, it's the incense that's keeping the goo away.
What kind of incense is?
Yeah, could I
that
like
frankincense?
examine it and smell it and see if I can figure out like?
Could I make
what
can we like a religion check to see if we have any leftover knowledge of what?
Yeah, you can do
it's a special
religion or
incense?
natural earth or natural world.
Well, they're about close to the same for me.
Or maybe
I will do natural world.
Natural world. Natural world.
6 days.
Yeah, it's just I don't actually know what they burn in there, but it's a specific kind of.
Yeah.
It's usually frankincense.
It's not something that Astrid would have.
No, unlikely.
It's not herbal.
As someone with a master's degree in religion, it's usually frankincense.
Yeah, we'll say it's frankincense.
Has incense in the name. Checks out.
All right.
Yep.
Frank's incense.
Also has Frank. Sana, that can be your name, Frank Incense. I'm Kurt Nod.
Is there any extra? Like, is there a clump of it that we could like take with us, basically?
What, a clump of frankincense?
Do we see the source of it?
like-
Do we see where the
where
incense
is it?
fumes are coming from?
Nope.
Probably the brazier.
Oh, okay. So it's in the air. It's not. There's not like a burning pot of it that we could like grab.
Not to your knowledge.
Okay, well, keep your eyes open for incense, everyone.
Does the priest have any on him? When we kill him, we can take it and go.
Good point.
Quite possibly.
So they keep
Carry on.
going, following the path.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you carry on and follow the path. Goes further into this hall again, winds a bit further. You still haven't reached the kind of back area with the two entrances yet. This is a bit of a winding path. And then you hear kind of like a trickle of water. And you notice that there's a stream that seems to be coming through this temple. Maybe a spring in of itself could have been there. But you noticed that just coming through. Would anyone like to investigate further or carry on or do anything else?
Does the stream have any sort of weird interaction with the goo? Like,
You
is
can
it,
have a look.
you know,
You can have a
like, is
look.
it like, okay, yeah. Could I do like a natural world here?
Yeah. I'll say you can do a natural world.
Nope.
Nope.
It's a stream.
You just hear a stream. Yeah. It is. It isn't in the lit area though. It's close to it, but not in the actual lit area. Carrying on.
A stream.
Yep.
Okay.
I just want to see if the river's black with goo or not. That's all.
Okay.
Just a little.
Spot hidden. Okay, you succeed. You kind of lift up a torch that you saw, had a look. Doesn't seem like the river's black with goo.
Okay. I don't think the river might be okay.
But
Maybe.
the beds, but everything around it
Is icky.
is icky.
Like this stream deck.
I'm gonna reach down and touch the water.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, is
You
there
re-
what do I do I
Okay.
roll for that? Or just
so
wait, just do it.
you're just gonna yeah, you
Well,
can do that. That's
so
no
it looks
problem.
like the water, a bit like the incense, is keeping the goo away. Is that what it looks like? Because that's what I'm assuming. So she's wondering
okay,
if
this is what's
collecting
gonna
some of the
happen.
water.
So do a spot hidden for me, please.
Okay. No.
Failure. Okay, that's no problem. So you head on over.
Fine.
You head on
Yeah, I'm
over to
trying
the
not
water.
to touch, obviously, the goo.
Yeah, you don't touch the goo. So I should put out, it's not impossible to dodge the goo because it's very slow. It tends to stay in the same place with the occasional pop here and there. So you can very carefully kind of dodge it over. It's just in the dark and it's quite difficult to do. You head on over to the stream and you have a look around and you dip your finger into the water. And as you dip your finger into the water, Kate,
Yeah.
what would be pure and utter ecstasy for Astrid?
Oh no, you touched
Like
the goo.
something she would be just so happy. It can be a scene, it can be an item, it can be whatever you want.
Oh, boy.
What would be just pure and utter ecstasy?
Asbjorn.
It would be like a yeah, well, I think it would be like a market that's full of like stuff she's never seen, like the craziest, wildest stuff. And probably at the far end, Asbjorn not wearing anything.
Oh yeah. So you are in a marketplace full with so many different people of different cultures, of all around the world. Everyone is new. Everyone is from a different culture. Everyone is from a different country. Each stall has baubles and items and things that you've never ever seen before. It's just unusual. It's crazy. Something that kind of they have a little powder that explodes, and they have this thing that starts to float, like this little cube that floats on its own. You have entertainers there that are breathing fire and juggling and jumping upside down, and all the while overlooking, you see a very slightly sweaty Asbjorn that's just overlooking the entire market with his abs out. You know, just a quick glance up to, yeah. And then you just carry on in this wonderful, loud, joyful marketplace. Anyone looking at Astrid?
Astrid?
You see Astrid. She went off the path, knelt down to the stream, touched it, and then she's not moving.
Astrid? Everyone stop. Asbjorn's gonna go over there.
Okay. You head on over there.
He's just putting two and two together, and he's Astrid, can you hear me?
As you turn around and have a look at her face, her eyes are wide, her pupils dilated, and the biggest grin. of ecstasy.
I'm gonna take her arm and just like pull her hand out of the water.
Okay. So you pull her hand out of the water, and on the tip fingers you just see a black ooze. Just.
Oh no! He looks around at the others, and she's got it on. Where is the thing that the peddler gave us?
Chop her finger off; it'll be quicker.
No.
Just the tip.
I like her fingers too.
As he says that, you do notice it is slowly going up the fingertip.
Come on, Asbjorn. Act now. You've got a weapon. Chop it off, boy.
Where's the bottle with the remedy in it?
Oh, I think I have that actually. So
one of you definitely has it.
Yeah, I've got it. I think I've got it. So I've got the thing.
Okay. And is it thick and viscous? Is it like, does it look like consumable to drink?
You could drink it.
I think it's to drink.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey, you didn't ask how to
Is
take
it a
it.
paste? Is it? Yeah, I'm just wondering what like the.
It's a liquid.
Susie, you're muted, but I know you have a great opinion.
Yeah.
I do, thank you. What if this is a plot critical item and we need it to get rid of the corruption and we're gonna waste it?
I was going to say
Astrid's
Barnabas
finger when
would
we
like
could just...
would be coming to step in to like put his hand over the flask to argue exactly
Astrid's
this.
fingers are not a waste. When he does that, Asbjorn will reach for it and try and take it by force.
Okay. This is now going to be timed because the longer you take, the more it spreads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this a bit of a time. Okay. So we're going to stop.
Is Astrid still
with...
in ecstasy, or is she?
Oh
just
yeah. She's having a whale of a time. Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
You know, her eyes are getting a little dry, but that's fine. You know, it's not a problem. So Barnabas has reached over to grab the vial. Oh no, hang on. So Aethelfrid took out the vial, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And is holding it.
Yeah, I'm just holding.
Asbjorn's going to grab it for her to use it, for him to use it, and Barnabas is going in to say no.
Yeah, so Barnabas is not doing a grab. He's just doing like a gentle.
No, he's just putting his hand. It's not an aggressive thing. He's just a hand.
Please.
Currently, though, Aethelfrid is the one that's still holding it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Before we do anything, would anyone else like to contribute to this? So, you know, like, Sasana, are you going to do anything?
I'm pulling my knife out, ready to chop her finger off.
Cool, you're ready for the good old chop.
Yeah.
Lady Alice.
Lady Alice is just holding one of her sculptures, looking about, but still rather entranced by a moth.
Cool, awesome. Okay, it's going to be a very nice moth. Your kind of you know.
My next one.
Your next one's going to be a moth. Okay, so.
Just making the moths a body. Gosh, Tom.
So, generous moth. Okay, so that is the current situation of holding. Okay, Asbjorn, are you going to try and take the thing from?
I will try to continue with Asbjorn's plan, which is to take this, see if pouring it on her hand does anything, and then if not, ever drink it.
So Asbjorn's going to try and take this thing out of your hand, Aethelfrid. What would you like to do?
We don't know if she's to drink it or put it on. I don't know if it's topical or
Try both. We'll do topical first.
Just a drop to see if it reacts. The goo.
Takes it and like.
Hang on.
Ignores, disregards Barnabas.
Okay, so he's just flicked your hand away, Barnabas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we don't need all of it. I mean, it could be really important.
Is it like if they're gonna use just a drop? Because what is it, like a vial or?
It's a vial.
Okay, if it's literally just gonna be a drop, then Barnabas won't interrupt at this point. If it's clear that Asbjorn's not just gonna go and pour it on, if it's just like a drop, then fine. Yeah.
Okay. So where are you putting the drop?
Lasana gets the finger first.
Right, on the ooze.
On the ooze?
You know, I'm just gonna pour a very small amount just onto the affected area.
Small amount on the affected area. It lands in it.
A reaction.
Just gets consumed.
Oh no.
Shit.
Finger off.
Okay, she's going in with the finger. Anyone gonna stop her?
Oh my god.
Let me. And Asbjorn's gonna like do it. Asbjorn's gonna take his axe off.
Okay.
Oh, how
And lop that finger.
At this minute, it's reached there. So the whole
knuckle.
finger's gotta go.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it
so
was-
sorry, Astrid. And
So
just like
you-
holds it down.
Oh.
Astrid, you're in ecstasy, and then all of a sudden, cold. A lot of cold. Really bloody cold in this market. Why is your finger hurting? Your finger's hurting quite a bit. Oh, sweet Jesus, your finger really hurts. And you come back with your finger just bleeding.
Hey, shh. It's okay, don't panic. We do it.
I'll take the vial back.
Astrid, take 2 physical stress, please.
Hey, it's okay. Everything's okay. We just chopped your finger off.
Honey, we still have some honey left.
Here, we've still got. Actually, he would just leave the affected finger, like he would toss it into the ooze. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, 2 physical stress.
2 physical stress, please.
Now we know it has to be drunk. One drop down.
Pencil.
You just gotta hope that you didn't need every single
Every drop. Yeah, I know.
My God,
You were gonna say every single
I'm so
finger.
sorry.
Take the hand. Take the hand.
Asbjorn is also going to look, and he's going to look at
mood.
He's going to look at his axe, and he's going to look like just to see if this has spread anywhere else.
No,
you know, we don't want any residual. Okay.
Nothing on your
So
axe
sure we're
except
clear.
red. It's blood,
Just
but there's
red.
no black whatsoever on this axe.
He cleans it off, but then like goes to help Astrid, you know, like heal her finger as
Okay,
best
good
as
luck.
she can.
Okay, so you can do first aid on a finger.
Ooh,
Well, I'm gonna help Astrid do it.
We were,
I mean, I think
go
Astrid's
wrong.
gonna instantly grab some like cloth bandage stuff.
you can do first aid yourself. It is just
yeah.
that you know exactly what you're doing. You absolutely know what you're
I
doing.
will definitely try and first aid stop,
you can
stop the
absolutely
bleeding
first
or
aid.
at
I will
least
help
hold.
with honey, and help.
Yeah.
things.
Okay. Yeah.
New.
So, no,
That's too much
you're in too much pain. You can't concentrate. This is too much for you. Take an additional
Yeah,
physical
I like-
strain.
I'll
What?
help.
From botching.
Another physical.
Yeah, just another physical from botching. You're in too much pain. You can't think straight.
Would you like me to help, or should we stop now? That's the.
Yes, Aethelfrith, if you can, yes, come on over. Yeah, Esther, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
This is me all
She's
over.
gonna die for a
again.
finger loss.
Okay, so
Not again.
so Aethelfrith comes on over to try and assist. It's dark. It's really dark. You can barely see. The cut was just rushly done. It was just like that. So
Yeah.
this sinew coming off.
Was
You
best,
can't
but it
stop
was
the bleeding.
expert.
You just can't stop the bleeding. You take an
Lady
additional
Alice.
physical strain from that.
Alice,
Okay.
Alice, can you use your first aid knowledge of healing?
You're just about as good as I am at first.
Wait, what? Hang on.
Yes.
Out of character,
Remember,
I
you
need
were
to find
trained
this.
in cuts and bruises.
She's
Yeah,
so
you
many
are.
different-
Thread's
First aid.
better at first aid than Astrid is.
Where is
50 and
this?
55.
It's on the left-hand column.
And a fast talk.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
it.
I was looking at medicine. Like, are you insane? Okay.
No, first aid, just to stop the bleeding.
All right, she'll pull the thing off the honey pot and just like
Okay.
wrap it with some cloth.
Here we go.
The
Of
dexterous,
The honey came in clutch.
Of course.
dexterous, sticky fingers of Lady Alice. Expertly, essentially, she comes on over,
It's
just
got antibiotics.
glides down. Everyone else is panicking, and I think she just goes and then looks on the moth again. And it is perfectly covered. The bleeding stops. It stings. Of course it's going to sting. It's going to hurt. But the bleeding has stopped. The honey is doing what it needs to do. And all you need to do, and you'll do this as a free action, you just wrap a little bandage around it. And you're fine. You regain You stop. You gain a physical. You reduce 1 physical stress because it's okay now. And you no longer have stress. You know, it's no longer bleeding. It's no longer gonna. Yeah, there's no gushing.
Ongoing. Yeah.
Okay.
Blood gusher.
Let's use the word gushing more.
However, Astrid, you came out of that quite quick. So I need you to roll me first a sanity check, please.
Tom, I'd like to
that was
argue
pure ecstasy. Yeah.
Hey Tom, I'd like to argue that I should be making a sanity check or
go for it.
Some mental stress.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Roll a. I'll give you 1 mental stress anyway, just because of the thing and sanity. Astrid. Okay, cool. So you just take 1 mental stress. Astrid, you take 2, but nothing else. But no sanity loss.
Oops, I clicked on it by accident.
That's fine. It's a good job that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you take a thing. Okay. You got a boo-boo.
Yeah, and she's like, I guess I sort of look more like a prisoner now. And she's like got tears going down her face.
I just love
like,
hug.
As
Let's not touch things with our hands from now on.
Yes, it's also.
I thought it was gonna be all right because it didn't look like goo. So I thought we could use the wall to.
It's okay.
The crying is good. You sound like a real prisoner now. Well done.
I probably shouldn't be hugging you because I'm.
I'll hug her. Go.
Okay, you hug her as a prisoner. But I pretend it's me. All right.
Comfort you with my bosom.
Yes, pretend it's my bosom.
Big bosoms.
They're probably huge.
Oh yeah. Try not to be
It's
smothered.
so big. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Huge.
She's got that baker's boot.
Yeah.
It's just squishy bosom. And I love it.
Oh, must be
2
nice.
massive buns.
Huge.
Usually
It's
only
massive.
Santa gets this.
Of course. Santa, you lucky dog. All right, we have to keep going, okay? If anyone asks, we did that to get you to talk. I don't know. All right, here we go.
So you guys start moving forward. You continue on, walking and following the path, I assume, the lit path, until you finally reach the wall with the 2 entrances. Now this path splits into 2. There's a right entrance and a left entrance. Where would you like to go?
They look identical.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's identical. There's rubble and vegetation and moss. Torches go through both.
Tactically, I'm like, yeah, pincer movement. And then also never split the party. And then also one of you would just be left with George.
Does one look more well traveled?
A track.
Okie dokie. I don't think I'm very good at the tracking.
It's a trap.
You never know.
It's a track.
No.
Yeah.
Better than
Can't
I thought.
tell.
Nah.
The only thing that I am concerned about is what if the priests have to go in one door and everyone else goes in another or something?
Do we hear anything from either door?
Roll a listen.
That's a better
I would
question.
also like to
Ooh,
listen.
yeah.
Yeah, roll a listen.
Can we all listen?
No, apparently.
No.
Not.
God damn
Maybe
it.
Alice can.
Alice can.
Lady Alice is
Okay.
so good at listening.
I don't think Astrid's in any
Conditions and that's
listening.
fine. That's perfectly fine. Lady Alice, everyone's kind of having, and your moth was like, oh, and then it just disappeared. And for that brief minute that you weren't watching it, you heard something.
Oh.
And listen, and through the other side of the wall, you heard what could potentially be chanting.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
a
that's
song.
very
It's a
sweet.
song. Actually, for Lady Alice, it's a song.
Tra-la-la, la-la.
Alice, what are you doing?
They're having a party.
Where?
Point to the wall. Listen.
All right, let's. Oh. All right. Well, let's go to the party then. And we go down that one.
Yep.
Seems reasonable.
She just pointed at the wall. She didn't point at a entrance. She pointed
Oh, she didn't.
at the
No.
wall.
Well,
let's
we'll
just
go.
take a peek around each corner then, don't we?
Yeah.
Maybe it opens up to the same room.
Okay, you want to split up and take a peek through each corner?
Yeah, it's not that far.
I'll go to one.
Okay, who's going where?
I'll peek around.
I'll go left.
You want to go left?
Go right.
Right.
You want to go right?
Left.
Okay. So you both head on over to the right and left, and you both look into. Are you? I'm assuming you're just having a quick peek.
Yeah,
Yep.
just a quick peek.
You're having a quick peek, and you
Just a
look,
quick peek.
and you turn round, and Susanna, it kind of curves, and there's like a corridor, and you see a face at the end of the corridor. Asbjorn, you look, you turn around, you see a narrow corridor,
Each other.
and you see a face at the end of the other corridor.
Someone in there on the to the right.
Yeah, there's someone in there. I see a face.
They're very big. Wait a
It
minute.
sounds like it just goes round then.
Hold on a sec.
Both peeked at the same time.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna
You
wiggle.
both miss each other. It just tends to curve into a.
Oh, it converges. Oh. Okay, all right. It's just.
Yeah, whoever designed this is a dickhead.
But I like this imagery.
Yeah. All about the atmosphere. So, which door is everyone going through?
I'm just gonna keep. I'm at the left one. I'll go.
Yeah, keep going through the right one.
Okay, you going to split up, or you're going to go through one?
Apparently.
Oh, that's a
we'll just
trick
meet one.
question. One is a hallway of
decide.
mirrors that doesn't
Decide.
actually go round.
Asbjorn saw someone on the other end who he assumes is Sana, so they must meet somewhere in the middle, right? Do they converge in the middle?
Looks like.
Does the path rejoin? Yeah. He just goes in the left one. It's like, all right, let's keep.
Tom's having way too much fun with this.
I want something to happen. I'll go through my door.
You want to go
I'll
through
follow
door?
them.
What doors? Everyone, you're going left.
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 One of us will follow Sala.
Right. Right.
Lady
Ashley will
Alice is
follow
following whoever
Asbjorn.
is directly in front of her.
I don't know. Who do you want to be in front?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Left is for
Let the
boys.
dice decide.
Left.
Well, Astrid just followed, so it's
Left.
not for boys.
Left.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So three of you
For
go,
the
so you
for
split
the
party,
fingerless people who follow
basically.
them.
Yeah.
You go
and
through
George will
three.
Come with one of us.
Okay, you go 3-3. All right. So you both all go through the door.
Three, and one gets a +1, George.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and George kind of like just goes with who was nice to him.
I was very nice
So
to
Sarah
him.
and George,
I wasn't.
nice.
Lady Alice.
Yeah, actually,
I kiss him on the cheek.
Lady Alice, he'll go left. He'll go. Oh yeah, he's definitely going left. he's definitely going left, away from.
I'm just
Susanna and
enjoying.
Dylan.
I'm just enjoying George for as long as I can before he dies.
Yeah, it's inevitable, isn't it?
So is George.
So are all of us.
So you turn around, and you start converging together. And as you meet each other, you turn right into this room. And before you see a very, very large, giant, ancient oak tree with gnarled branches, no leaves on it, and consuming on it is black ooze, scars, weeping sap from the trees. And before this, you see a labyrinth of ooze just skirted all across the floor with 10 figures standing there, each in their own ecstasy, like grotesque grinning statues. And at the very far end, just before, you see 3 robed figures chanting ever so softly.
All right.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
You son of a bitch.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Praise the goo.
Praise the
Oh, praise the goo.
The claw.
Okay, so we'll quickly go around everyone and see who they are, what they do, And you know what? They can do a favorite thing for tonight and everything, you know, because we're getting to the end of this season at least. So, near, depending on what you guys do. So, what we will do, we will start at the end. You know what? We'll start with Susie.
Ooh.
Yeah, you wasn't expecting that, were you?
No, I wasn't. I was so fucking elsewhere in ADHD land. Hello. I'm Susie, otherwise known as Susanna Grace. You can catch me all over the internet at Susanna Grace. I stream on Twitch at Susanna Grace, which is Susanna with one N. I won't be streaming tomorrow because I am moderating for a certain Ms. Amelia Tyler and all the ruffians in her chat for the adventures of Lucius and Violet tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. But when I'm back on my stream, I'm playing Signalis, so doomed lesbians in space. Well, it's a good time. And then when I'm not doing that, I make RPGs, including Chevalier, which is nominated for a Crit Award. You can't vote on this anymore, so I hope you all vote for me, because if I don't win, I'll cry and blame you all personally. Thank you.
I know I did.
I did.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite moment tonight, Susie?
Oh, favorite moment tonight. I think the prolonged breaking of George.
Yeah. Yeah. That was nice. That was nice. Yeah. Hateful Thread. Lindy.
Hello, that's me. Laugh, love, Lindy. Also, Aethelfrith. Goodness gracious. Y'all are lovely people, and I love you guys. You can find me online at Laugh, Love, Lindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM tabletop RPGs. This is mostly a week off for me, because of reasons and, you know, helping other people in real life, which is gross. Ew, why would I do that? Here I am doing it. So, we'll be back mostly next week with bi-weekly Monday and Tuesday games on my channel, doing Critical Roles called Netherdeep. We're deep in those nethers, and it's getting weird. And then on Tuesdays, Ghosts of Saltmarsh, where they're getting stuff for Vecna's cultists, and they don't know it, and it's great. And then on Wednesdays for My Good Society campaign, Raiding Between the Lines, where it's Jersey Shore meets Bridgerton, and all of the drama all the time. It's delightful. And then, of course, here, next week for more of this, and hopefully we all don't die or get all our fingers chopped off, but we will see. My highlights from tonight's game was I just loved all of us planning and scheming, and Caradoc being like, I don't like any of this, but like, the fuck, you guys, like, just so many different plans, and immediately like finding the obvious flaws in all of them and then shooting them down, and then Barnabas coming up with like the best idea, and all of us are just like, oh, yeah, which is proof that when a good idea presents itself, everyone recognizes it. You just have to be the one to come up with a good idea.
Very true. Very true.
And Lady Alice just strolling through with the honeypot scheme. The honeypot scheme was a delight. And that's me. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Kate.
Hey, yeah, I'm Kate. Kate Madison RP on various socials, but also Actors at Work on some socials. I sometimes am on them. Not the best at doing that. But I'm around and might lurk every so often, pop up a stream. Yeah, I mean, I sort of felt bad, but also enjoyed making the party have to make a crucial decision and watching whether or not there was about to be a whole PvP thing going down, which was quite interesting. But yes, I mean, there's the joy of a horror game. It's kind of fun and crazy. But yes, considering I was trying to stop Lady Alice from touching something, then instantly did it myself.
Always the way.
Curiosity, that's a great thing. Yeah, and just generally, also watching from a distance the mayhem around I would literally say almost torture porn that went on with poor George.
Really wasn't much torture. We just stripped.
Well, like mental torture, I feel like was going down.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Poor George.
Yeah, we're gonna kill you. We're not. Now we're gonna make you sexually aroused. We're not. Then we
it
might
was
kill
a very
you too.
confusing time for him.
It was very confusing.
But very on brand for our group.
Very on
yeah.
brand. Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was fun as always, and I look seeing what the heck happens next.
Indeed. Millie.
Hi, I'm Amelia Tyler. I stream sometimes. Haven't for ages. That's changing tomorrow. Jay and I are going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3 again as Lucius and Violet, the most dreadful posh bastards to ever hit Faerun. And apparently people are very pleased with that. So yay. Come along tomorrow. Check out my Twitter and my Twitch links in the chat somewhere to figure out when and where and how. And we're going to be streaming that on my channel and over on Jay's channel. It shall be good times. My favorite moment for tonight, aside from the fact that I never do this, but I am literally calling out, I want art of Lady Alice and her honey pot. That's all I want in life now. That was amazing, and thank you all for collectively making that happen. My favorite thing, I think we've gone through a lot of my favorite things. I really like weird pun names, so Kurt Nod is now my favorite guard name ever. That's amazing.
Yes. Reminds me, let me add him to the NPC list. Kurt Nod.
Yeah, Kurt Nod.
Mine's Kurt.
And Frank Incense.
Oh, God.
So good.
Amazing.
The best guards you can buy with money.
At least they're not all called Jason.
They are.
I mean,
really?
You're right. Doc.
Tom. Thank you. I'm Doc. I'm Doc Rimbo. I'm Doc Rimbo on the socials. I'm Doc Rimbo on Twitch. I'll start with my favorite. I think my favorite was that Asbjorn wanted to be the one to chop her finger off. I don't like that it happened for her sake, but like just that he's like, no, I should do it because I'm the one who cares about it the most. So it feels very Asbjorn, and so that was a nice little moment from my perspective, and also just the nodding conversation was pretty amazing as well. And all the whole talk, which was just wow. Just laid it on real thick on that hole, didn't we? And and we just left a big old anyway. So I'm usually on my channel. I haven't been streaming that much. First is I'm looking for a job and a place to live. If anybody lives in the Twin Cities and Hassleigh, I don't know where I'm living next week. So that would be great. And then also I stream. And don't make money from that. So tomorrow I'm going to be also modding for the return of Lucius and Violet. I'll be over there. And then tonight at 8 Eastern is part 1 of a 2-part Walking Dead game that we're playing over on Lost Caravan RPG using Free League's Walking Dead system. I'm a survivor. I'm a guy. His name is Brent, and he is a walking polo shirt. So so that's going on tonight. Next month we're starting a Fallout campaign over there where I play a Mr. Handy robot because I was inspired by my second favorite Roomba, played by Millie. So that's it. That's all I've got going on.
All right, awesome. Jay.
Hello. I feel like the person who's at a work seminar who's been forced to think of like, make sure you have one takeaway from the seminar. And I've been watching the room go round and be like, nobody use my fucking thing. Nobody use my fucking thing. And then it got to Doc. It got to Doc, and he named the 2 things I was going to say, which was us recreating the nodding at each other meme and the sheer amount of hole punnery that was in. But I'm gonna choose for tits instead. The comforting bosom I think was a beautiful moment. It was very intense and a moment of levity in an otherwise dark and disturbing evening. Yeah.
I think a lot of party members are going to injure themselves all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh dear, I fell down.
I know I would. Yeah.
You do that a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, hi, I'm Jay. You can find me on Twitch right here. That was hard. And I'm also Jay Britton. Everywhere else, Twitter. That's it. That's the only place I am, actually. And on YouTube, Jay Britton VODs for all the Pendragon stuff and everything else I do. There's a playlist for Pendragon. So if you want to get up to speed before what might be the finale next week, depending on the speed we go, it's probably 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, that's all of them there as well. And yeah, I'm back here tomorrow night playing Lucius Alabaster with my lovely sister Violet over in the corner, mocking poor people and making our way through Faerun. And that's it from me, really. That's it. That's all I've got. What about you, Tom? What was your favorite moment? Segue.
Yeah, well done. My favorite moment. I like playing George. George was fun. I like playing just random NPCs that were throwaways, but yet somehow stick around. They're quite nice. So, you know, poor George, the emotions he went through during that interrogation was quite wild. So I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed how you should never ever do first aid. And I actually... Well, actually, you're right. Lady Alice just nailed it. Like, literally just nailed it. Dropped mic, healed, and walked away. However, I really did like when I was really hoping that someone would eventually touch some. You lasted longer than I thought you would, because I genuinely thought first chance you got, someone was going to poke that black stuff or something like that.
I licked goo in one campaign with you, Tom, and I learned my lesson.
Yeah. So
first time went bleh,
yep.
And then it was bad.
Straight up. So thank you, Kate, for doing that. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. You
really
hit it very well. And
maybe next week we'll all lick Tom's goo.
And I just like
we can't find his hole, so I'm not sure.
I like the first aid roleplay after that, and wanting to chop the finger off, and then not wanting to chop the finger off. I don't know where to go from there.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
just hand it over to Jay. Just
here for it.
Yes. So, yeah, that was good. I enjoyed it, and as always, we are nearing the end. It will most likely either be next week or the week after, depending on what happens. But we are very, very near the end of this season of Pendragon's Legacy, so you don't want to miss out next week for the possible finale. I think we probably get through it next week, so probably finale next week. Myself, I'm on Twitters and stuff at Hotflakes Tom, or in Jay's Discord. I'm there too. I chat around stuff here. I normally do polls in regards to Pendragon once a week when I can think of something. It'll probably be something whole related. So look forward to that. Yeah, I think that's me all done, Jay. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Tom, for GMing us on this wonderful journey of very serious roleplay, horror-based shenanigans. Thank you, Tom. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's it, everybody. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. We'll be back here next week. The YouTube episode for tonight should be there now that I used Lindy's patent-pending super duper technique for getting it over to YouTube faster. It will be there as soon as YouTube process it, and that's as fast as I can possibly do it now, chat. Okay, it's all on YouTube. So maybe within a couple of hours, depending on if YouTube's busy or not. We'll see. And that's it. And thank you, gang, for coming to play. And we'll see you next week. Chat. We're gonna go and raid Jack Little, who's a friend of the Strimstram, and we'll see y'all next week, everybody. Bye! I found my button. There it is.